see, I'm falling. A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling down. There's no escape, no I can't wait. I need a hit, so baby give me it. You're dangerous, I'm loving it.
I'm lurking, I'm lurking, I'm lurking.
This man is kidnapping children. Go blow his stuff up.
The taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping on.
This man is kidnapping children.
Taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic?
Dirt bagging. Get a real fucking job.
Don't you know that you're toxic? It's getting late to give you up. I took a sip from my devil's cup. Slowly, it's taking over me. Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round.
Hey, wait, this isn't the right screen.
The taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. With the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic?
Get a load of these fucking tweets. Look at this. Back to back begging. Back to back. Not even an hour apart.
I got pants from Japan.
This is disgusting.
I got fans in the stands.
Shout out Amber Heard.
Real friends, money dance. Stop sign, nigga scram. Red light, nigga skirt. We ain't never been friends. It ain't never been worth it. God level my circuit. I'm high as heaven on purpose. I fuck a bitch on purpose. I might get rich on purpose. I write a hit on purpose. If it ain't working, keep working. Clockwork,
Shout out
keep coming.
Shout out,
Adopt a nigga,
shout out to your buddy
Drummond.
Brug.
Different strokes, moodies, honeys. Don't talk about it, nigga, run it. Stun it, run through my family. Hustle, run through my family. And I'll put that on my granny. Had that purple on the west side. Y'all don't really understand me. Now I'm feeling like Don Juan. Magic, smoking that dope like an addict. Sipping that lean on my talent. Pull up an 8 out the cabinet. Alice keep chasing them rabbits. That W come automatic. Cover you niggas in ashes. Hop in the coupe like a fascist. Trip on my view with an axis. Niggas be losing in practice. My bitches living high fashions. Whips like the Dukes of the Hazard. Dropped out of school for my masters. Too many shooters on Gladys. Resting computers on status. Status on status on status. This is not acting, no image. Thought of my jacket, the benches. I got the Japanese dinner. Mind over matter.
Alright, gonna start soon. Welcome everybody.
Lord is my witness.
Let's catch up together. I hope you don't know what happened just as much as I did. I didn't watch any DSP in the last stream basically.
We ain't never been friends. It ain't never been.
Dirt bagging.
Go blow his stuff up.
Fake friends shake hands. Real friends money dance. Stop sign nigga scram. Red light nigga skirt. We ain't never been friends. It ain't never been worth. God level my circuit. I'm high as hell nigga. God level my circuit. I'm high as hell nigga. High as heaven don't. High as hell nigga.
Go back to toxic.
Baby, can't you see I'm falling? A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous. I'm falling down. There's no escape. No, I can't wait. I need a hit. So baby, give me it. You're dangerous. I'm loving it. Too high, can't come back. Losing my head, spinning round and round. Through the midnight. With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. With the taste of a poison paradise, I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic?
All right, let's run through the stupid ass Twitter real quick. Welcome everybody, welcome chat to this viewing of Phil. Today I have a new camera as well. Wow, it's great. I'm not gonna be using it at all. So yeah. Anyways, let's look at his Twitter, discuss some begging. Because yeah, he was begging massively. And yeah, let's catch up on this shit. I haven't been watching since the last stream I did. I basically didn't watch anybody. Big ups to everyone that covered this bullshit. And yeah, DSP had his 1 year celebratory bullshit nonsense circle jerk. And he ate some food, he reminisced on the past, and he got like $300 or some shit. I'm not sure. But anyways, let's just get into it. Let's just get into this Twitter, see what's happening, see what is going on. Now he's been doing, oh yeah, today's his day off, so there's no Phil today, no restream. And yeah, what are we gonna do first? Let's look at some begging. Here we got back-to-back 12 hours ago at 3:23 a.m. This is my time. This is UTC. Oh yeah, this doesn't really matter. But then we got at 1:54. So this is like what, 2 hours apart basically, or an hour as this says. Never mind. He begged twice. Let's see what this said. With a nice thanks in the end. Let's let the bot read it.
We are having fun with the artistic parkour of Mirror's Edge tonight. If you can, please swing by and help support as, sadly, this is the second straight stream of the game that is incredibly slow in that regard.
Second straight stream is incredibly slow. In
Tweets.
wait, what? Stop it. Stop this. What do we got here? Oh, Tevin got 4.5k for charity. Wow, that's fucking awesome. That's amazing, dude. Big ups. I saw he was doing the stream and I just left one chat comment at one point in the stream, like 14 hours in or something. So yeah. Then we got some more begging. And this is it. Time for the final consecutive stream of the week. Join me for 2 more hours if you can. Please swing by. This one got the capital please. This man has no shame. Using a picture like this and begging like a filthy fucking beggar that he is. And we're gonna see why. Guess why? It's fucking Tevin's fault. It's Tevin's fault that he begs. It's the troll's fault. But we're gonna get to that clip a little bit later. This stream probably not gonna be very long, because I want to go in and chill and interact outside of the internet later on. What do we got here? There's tomorrow is my day off, so this was the day stream, I guess? Probably. And tons of Skyrim, tons of this, tons of that. I am now back from break. Oh, and he's still begged in this. Okay, today's support directly helps with that. With tomorrow is my day off. Oh, this guy is so fucking greasy. The full listing of games available. I'm not gonna be caring about him talking about the PlayStation Plus and shit like that. And we got here, I don't know if he fucking deleted it, a tweet that pissed me off. That was basically like preemptive begging. He hadn't even started the fucking stream. I think it was this. he was just starting the stream and put out a begging tweet. Like preemptive fucking begging. Probably can't see this. You could see this here. It's this one. This is the one that is one of the ones that pissed me off a lot. The dude doesn't even know he's gonna have a slow stream. He already fucking begs. And then he turns around and tells you, man, I hate begging. I don't like asking people for fucking money on my stream. If you don't like doing it, then try and do it as little as possible. Holy shit. And yeah, as far as I know, his Halo gameplay was also... Oh wait, what? This is in the video, in the title. Yeah, somebody said it in chat. The beg is in the title. Please support FPS multiplayer fun. Fun with an exclamation mark. Please support fun. Holy shit, what a spineless sack of shit. Let's go find this video actually. Then I'm gonna watch some Snort Brunel, then we're gonna feast, then we're gonna talk about Pandali and the Snickers bar in her mouth and how it's so controversial. What was it? DSP Gaming. Let's see the fucking filthy begging. Oh, by the way, shout out to the new thumbnails. Wow, this is an awesome thumbnail. It still at least doesn't look like garbage. This one, however, I have a massive issue with. The fucking down the rabbit hole. What is this face? And you know this is a face. He didn't do that face on his stream, and it's like a screen cap. He took a selfie. He took a selfie of his face like this for a reaction and send it to the guy that makes his thumbnails so it could look like this on purpose. And he hates people that do that. He hates the Mr. Beast that does those soy face streams. Probably doesn't hate Mr. Beast because everybody loves Mr. Beast. And look at these thumbnails. This is worse than that. With a gaping mouth. Why is your mouth even that wide open? You want a Snickers? Get mad. Look at this disgusting fucking thumbnail. Disgusting. How much did he get on reacting to his own fucking hole? 5.3, 5.4, 8.3. I think Secret Limited got like double digits off of that same concept basically. Oh yeah, and they made an Elden Ring review, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, 26K. This is pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure it's a different format. It's a different thing than the actual reaction, but it's better by default because it's Secret Limited and it's not Phil. Now, what was I looking for? Oh yeah, Halo Infinite, the begging segment. Oh, is it this one? Is it this one with the generic fucking title? Got 500 views and 15 likes. And how many? Oh wow, one comment by a member. What a positive individual. Is there more Halo? Which was the one with the begging? Halo Infinite Part 2, Part 1. There's no begging here. I guess so. Hold on. So this was how his stream was called. Please support. Really? Was it like that? Yeah, his stream was called Please Support. He was begging in the stream name title. Because this, when I click this video is private. So yeah, it was the stream. What a disaster of a man. Let's see what else. Thanks to everybody who joined me in my rise. This was terrible, by the way. I watched it on my stream. Then he got taken down. Then I got taken down. Then I re-uploaded it. And he didn't because he doesn't edit videos. But he is, by the way, the professional. I just fuck around. Oh yeah, that says a lot. Let's skip. Oh, here he was replying to Derek. I mean Derish. Hey, they call me DSP. I will definitely see you tomorrow for WWE 2K22 My Rise mode. Did you upload the pre-stream podcast? I also loved your 1-year return. Shut the fuck up, Derek. Nobody asked. Now let's go and watch some Snort Brunel, I think. Or feasting first. Let's just feast first and see what he ate. I'm gonna skip through this massively because this is basically worthless because he just eats food. But I want to see how disgusting it's gonna get because the title says it's the worst feasting with the Pigroach yet. So let's see what makes it that bad.
Good. Again, guys, so far, thank you.
Because
great
it's quiet
stream,
as
great
fuck.
attendance, great support, great engagement, everything great. I appreciate all of that, my friends. All right. Now,
How much did he make on the Begathon? Let me just have a quick derailment to check this out. I don't even know when he did it. Feasting with the King. I guess this is this the last thing that he made? Did he go play video games after that? I guess this is it. He did this trash where I sure hope somebody has clips of this, because I'm not watching an hour-long version of him pretending to commentate on fucking wrestling.
Got him. Whips him to the corner. Low tier god in the corner.
Oh, it's
Picks him up.
LTG
He's trying
and
to eliminate him. Low
a
tier
guy.
god. This is it. No one's
And
gonna save him. There's
Sagat.
no one else. These are the last
Oh, he
two.
got 300. So basically, okay. Hold on. 300 is also what he expects for a full day of streaming if he hits both goals. So basically the fucking rabbit hole circle jerk that he been hyping up for like what, a month and a half or some trash, didn't really bring him any extra profits. And he lost money on the DoorDash. So he didn't even like make a lot of profit. Wow. So the special events don't really translate into special benefits and profit. So I don't know why do it. I don't know why. I guess because he could just sit there and comment over WWE 2K22. So yeah, fantastic. Okay, let's go back to Devouring. I don't even know what he's eating. Is it is it Vietnamese?
Ready?
He's gonna say. We're gonna say it like 40
All right,
times.
everyone. It is time for DSP Eats Food. That's not the name of it. It's called Feasting.
DSP Eats Food is a pretty cool meta
Today is
name.
May
We called it
14th,
like that.
2022.
DSP
I'm
consumes.
celebrating my 1-year anniversary of having returned to YouTube full time.
Bro, this is not. You didn't fucking return home after fucking graduating high school. You returned to YouTube as a shamed 40-year-old man because you got kicked out of a different platform for hateful slurs. This is not a thing that we should celebrate. This is not a thing that you should use for flexing or clout. But yeah, we can twist it in a way where it's good, dude. Come on. We can twist anything.
a year ago
We're like a fucking contortionist in like a centrifuge.
in May. And today we are trying something completely fun and different that I've never really delved in before. Thai food.
Thai food, dude.
I've only had Thai food twice. Once I had
Lord
crispy
have
garlic
mercy, I'm
chicken.
about to
Once I
burst.
had this
Your
fish.
voice volume
And I
is
think
down
I remember a
at
long
mid-cat.
time ago having pad Thai, but it was so long
Oh, yeah,
ago.
thanks
I
for
can't even
that.
tell you.
Should be
Maybe
okay
it was
now.
3 times then I've had it. I haven't had Thai
Just
food
don't want to be blaring
anytime,
over DSP.
You know, in the recent past. So today,
Anyone having Thai
doing
food,
this
okay.
should be really fun. I have 3 different dishes to try out: an appetizer,
Okay.
a noodle dish, and a curry dish. My viewing audience.
My
eating
viewing
and
audience.
selecting
I love
what
it
to
when
eat
he says
today.
viewing audience. Everything needs to have as much layers of prestige as possible. They're not just viewers or audience. They're both a viewing audience. What about the listening audience, like Super Blind Man and people that actually listen to the podcast?
As we did several polls earlier on my pre-stream podcast to select the cuisine. All right, so let's start at the beginning. What do you start
And
with?
the
appetizer,
slapping of the knees
right?
is
So here it
just
is.
outlandish. I
Just
have no
so you know,
idea why
this
he
was
keeps doing it.
larger than what I have here. This is half of it because I gave half of it to my wife. It's called chicken. Is it satay? I'm not sure. It is skewers.
Oh yeah, this is cool.
Marinated chicken.
The sauce is
It's supposed
great.
to be marinated in a curry-style sauce. All right, and it's grilled skewers, and then you have a peanut sauce to dip them in.
Yeah.
Now,
This is pretty big in Netherlands as well.
admittedly, it looks a little familiar to something else that I've had before, and I
Like
gave it a
what?
whiff. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it smells very similar to the chicken kebabs that they've done at a Mediterranean place that I've eaten at before.
Oh
And
wow,
I really
it smells
like those,
similar to
but
different
I'm
food.
wondering, is it identical? Because it kind of smells really,
Oh my
really
God.
similar, and I'm wondering if the two cultures, with Mediterranean and Thai culture, are using the same kind of curry or not.
Okay, I'm skipping through this shit. I can't.
I'm not sure.
I already can't.
First thing I will do, I'm just gonna take a bite right off the tip.
All right, take
and
a bite.
See what it's like. Okay,
Let's see.
ready?
It's probably gonna be robust. Come on, that food is good. You can't shit on that. Can't shit on that.
That is delicious. Oh man.
He calls himself king because it's the king of gaming. If you were here last stream that got taken off, and is now re-uploaded. He called himself the King of Gaming. Now we know what the King stands for. And I laugh at him for like 5 minutes straight.
Wow.
Wow.
Someone said it seems dry. It's not. It's not dry. It's very moist. Chicken. It is white
Moist.
chicken, white meat chicken, but it's very, very moist. So, kind of funny. It does kind of taste a little
Moist.
bit like the curry
Moist.
that I
Just
had from
disgusting,
Mediterranean,
man.
but not exactly. The Mediterranean curry is a lot more acidic.
It's just a disgusting word. Why do people say moist? Everybody associates it with one thing, and you know what that is. Don't say moist about a fucking chicken. Say moist about your wife.
I would say likely in the Mediterranean style, they put more
It's
lemon
kind of like,
into it.
it's nasty.
I do think there may be some lemon in this curry, but nowhere near as much as the Mediterranean style. Yeah. What I'm doing now is I'm taking it
Mediterranean
off the
style.
skewer so I can actually like fork it. Because I want to try it with some of this dipping sauce that it
Okay.
came with. So let's open the dipping sauce. It's pretty good, juicy. It's got a little bit of a char flavor to it. It's like
A little bit of a char flavor. That's because it was fucking skewered, you
has a
dummy.
unique curry flavor of Mediterranean food. It's hard to even
Oh,
state
come on.
what it tastes like because it really has a lot of different unique flavors in it. Try it again.
This little like
Like,
the hamster bite.
Tanginess,
Tanginess, okay.
saltiness.
Bro, you took like a microscopic fucking crumb of chicken. How do you know the saltiness and the fucking tanginess and the robustness? Come
I can't
on.
put my finger on it. Okay, now I'm gonna try it in the sauce you're supposed to dip it. It's supposed to be
Okay,
a
let's see.
peanut
Live dipping
sauce.
session. Ridiculous, man.
Smells like peanut butter. It
Wow,
does.
yeah, it's a
All right.
peanut sauce.
This one's for all my baby girls.
What's
Thank
up?
you, Braden.
It's your boy, Tyrone. I'm starting
It's
to
Tyrone.
learn to code.
Tyrone with the Snickers bar.
Kat said he'd have more stable finances.
Yeah, DSP should learn to code, man. It's really easy. He already knows. He already knows because he gives YouTube advice all the time. Oh, the gifted memberships, man. That's just like one line of code. It's so fucking easy. You just said the gifted memberships to true, and it works. But
Channel member, I appreciate that, Braden. Wow, that's interesting.
there you go, Tyrone.
I honestly think the dipping sauce is more unique than the chicken. The dipping sauce, at first you taste peanut butter.
Yeah,
like
he's
you're
never
eating peanut
tasted
butter,
that
but
sauce
then
before. That's a very unique sauce.
You taste some kind of a seasoning, an herb or something in it, and then all of a
Herb.
sudden you get heat. It actually has heat on it, like a little bit spicy.
Let's see what it.
I've never had
what it
anything
actually
spicy
got.
peanut before, so that's pretty darn unique.
And obviously this is gonna be in Dutch because. Okay, I'm gonna translate. Aha, there it is.
All white meat
Chicken
chicken.
satay. There it is. There we go. It's the recipe. It's secret, so don't tell anybody.
Lost in Hollow says he also became a member. Thank you, Lost in Hollow, for also
And
becoming
this
a
is what
channel
you
member.
need.
My apologies that I missed it.
And you can buy it at
Yeah.
Jumbo or
Dude, this is good.
Albertine. Iconic.
It's good. The
places to
chicken
buy stuff.
is a little bit salty, a little bit savory, has a little bit of a citrus tanginess to it.
Citrus
And then you
tanginess.
put it in the dipping sauce, and it actually is really interesting. The flavor, peanut butter, spice, and some kind of an herb.
And
in
everything
there.
nice.
I really like it, actually.
All right, this gets the skip. Okay, we got the review. He likes it. Look at the shape of this head. It's very impressive.
Very
Now
sharp
we
inhaler.
skip through this.
Thumbs up. That was good stuff.
So the skewer gets a thumbs up out
The
of
fart
10.
in. Oh, and I smell the bell peppers as well in there. Now we selected. Oh, by the way, this is supposed to be in a chili sauce. So I think it's like the noodles, bell peppers, carrots, onions, cashews, mushrooms, and beef in a chili sauce. Okay.
All right.
We selected
Pretty lit.
two
Look at the way he points it at the camera.
level spice on this one.
Imagine this shit starts
Level
falling
2.
off.
Okay.
Nah,
Don't know what that
we
is.
don't
I've never
have
eaten
this
this
luck.
place before. So we're gonna see how salty it actually is, or how
Look at
salty,
this,
how
yes,
spicy it
look at
actually is right now. First thing I'll do, I'm gonna eat just a carrot.
For real. Why?
Actually, no, I think there's a piece of noodle. I'll eat
Take a
that.
nice, fulfilling fucking spoonful or whatever. I'm gonna eat just a carrot. It's like fucking Gordon Ramsay gonna try new food. You get to just
Ooh, the
eat
noodle is like
this.
savory, but also sweet.
I don't know why
Try the
Gordon
carrot.
Ramsay got the DSP voice. He needs to get the DSP voice with a British
Mm.
accent.
I felt like something fell to the floor, but I don't see it now.
He dropped something on the floor. What a fucking beast. Beast.
It's good.
Beasting
it's
with
savory
the
and sweet,
beast.
pretty good, man.
Feasting with the
It
beast,
does have
man.
a building spice, though.
Building spice.
The noodles are absolutely delicious. I'll be honest, they're a little mushy, but I don't know how you would avoid that when you have it in a bowl because it's delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was eating on a plate, maybe it wouldn't be as mushy, but for what it is, it's good. The noodles are good. Sweet. Let's try the beef. Here's a piece of beef. It's pretty good. Let me see if I can get a few different things. Here's a big, oh my God, a giant bell pepper. Let's try that. Yummy. I love peppers. It's a pretty good dish. It's got sweetness in the noodles and the sauce. The beef is pretty good. Let me eat another piece of beef.
I want him to eat something that he's gonna despise. This is my goal for Feasting with the King. For one day, for him to eat something that he's genuinely gonna hate. For the quality on this.
No, I didn't get a cashew yet.
Pretty blurry.
And that's the name of the dish. Let me get some of the cashew nuts too. Excuse me.
In a couple of minutes, I'm gonna step out for a little bit. I'm gonna let you watch
no.
this uncut rawness for just a few minutes, and I'll be back. Just need to take something from
Not
downstairs.
good. All right, let's try it. Cashew nut.
Okay, cashew nut. It's better than Tyrone's
Oh,
nut.
good.
Hey, it's
I
good.
love cashews.
Just take like a nice spoonful of everything, man. Stop just taking like
I love cashews,
cashews
but
and
I don't
fucking
think there's
carrots
many
and
in
shit.
here. I'm looking and I'm not really seeing too many cashews in the bowl.
Okay.
This is good. I actually really like this.
And the problem with his descriptions is not only is everything just quote unquote good, but terms such as robustness and citrusiness and shit like
really
that, they
good.
don't even mean anything. He can't even like describe what he's tasting. It's not like I would, but I wouldn't do this
Spice
stupid
level,
show, and I know
okay?
I can't describe the food that I'm tasting. And he almost died.
Spice level. It does build, and this is only level 2. This place has up to level 5 spice.
Level
It
5
does build
spice.
for sure.
Come on, this is
Although
like 4 levels over
it's
level.
not overwhelming. Like, it does calm down after a few seconds, so it builds the more you eat. But if you wait a second, it kind of goes away a little bit.
Okay. Okay. The level 5 spice, man. That's
Honestly,
insane. By the way, which reminds me of once one of the dudes I lived with in a student house. Dude was Indian. He made us curry spaghetti, and it almost killed one of my friends. We had to call the ambulance because he had like
This one's
a
for all my baby
gastric
On second
situation.
thought, I
Almost
could see
killed
Phil
him.
getting Q remote coding job and becoming homeless after spending his $100,000 salary on gin and WWE champions.
Dude, if you work from home, you can be homeless and just work from like a McDonald's and everything's lit. And you can also spend your money on like a really cool cardboard box to live and work from. That would be a pretty chill plan. It's more of a plan than this guy has. Literally, it is more of a plan. This dude has no plan. His whole plan for his life is to sit there and hope that random strangers on the internet will give him money.
I think 2 is probably exactly
is
what
his
I would
whole
get
plan.
in the future if I were to order from this place. It has just enough to have a little bit of a burniness, but it's not overwhelming. It's not making me have a burning, watering mouth. It's not messing with my sinuses. It's not that bad yet. Okay.
Hey,
Which
what's
now
up,
makes me
buddy?
worry,
How's it
'cause
going?
Guess what? We ordered level 4 spice for this.
Oh no,
curry.
this is level 4. This is like the Dark Souls
boy.
of spice. It's like the Kirby of spice. And this was a nice pause. Yeah, you should lip smack in the microphone directly. You know the trolls hate it, but your viewing audience, they love it, man. That's why they keep watching.
What am I drinking? Just seltzer water. It's just flavored seltzer water from my local grocery store. Nothing special. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, I'm gonna have a few more pieces, but then I want to get to the curry, but I'm dreading it now. Here's a big piece of onion, actually.
Okay, it's a piece of onion.
The noodles are good. They're sweet.
Oh, this is so fucking worthless. Get out of here. Alright, I'll be right back.
Or like a ginger. I got a kick of ginger. Wow. Wow, strong. Wow, there must have been a big piece of ginger right there. That is correct. Apparently these are gluten-free noodles. Now, I don't know if Thai food always has gluten-free noodles or not. This particular restaurant had all gluten-free, so. All right, one more bite, and then we're gonna try the curry. Oh my God, I'm nervous now, okay? I'm nervous about this curry, but this is level 2. Man. Cashew noodles are really good. I like everything in there. Like I said, the only criticism, the noodles are quite mushy, likely because they were steamed in here, and I wish that the beef was a little thicker cut and pink in the middle, rather than a little overcooked like it is, but it's still delicious. Okay? All right, guys, you ready for this? This is what you're waiting for, man. So this is called the Penang curry, I think it's called. And I picked the prawn / shrimp version. So there's shrimp in it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wisely, this place put it in a bag just in case it leaked on the way, which I don't think it did. It doesn't look like it did, but that's very smart of them on delivery. You never know what's going to happen. You don't want it to just pour all over someone's car. Oh man. Oh man. Just look at the side of it. Look at all the red flecks. That's probably all curry spice. How much you want to bet that's spicy shit? Oh, man. Shout out to Tarantula MS2018, who just did me $10. Said, hey, Phil, what's going on, Tarantula? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. You joined just in time for me to apparently burn my mouth out with level 4 spice level, excuse me, in Thai food. Here we go. The curry looks like liquid. That's because curry is liquid. Okay. Get ready, my friends. Oh, boy. All right. You know what? I'm going to be smart about this. I'm getting tissues because my nose is probably going to run from it because it's going to be so spicy. So I'm going to get tissues well in advance. Okay. It's all about preparation. Remember that. Here we go. Tissues on the floor in case I need them. All right, here we go. Spice of Rama, I bet. Haseo says if it's too spicy, he'll have it. Apparently, Darjak wants me to die. He says down it in one go. And Elsky says, hey, I hope Phil's toilet is feeling robust. Oh my goodness. All right, let's open this sucker. Okay. Oh, I got a drip already right here on my table. God damn it. Let me wipe the rim. Oh, it smells interesting. Very, you know, it has coconut milk in it. I can actually smell that, but there's many other things in there. All combined, it smells good, actually. I actually really like the aroma. All right, so, first of all, take a look at the consistency of it here. Is that a giant bell pepper on top? It is, a huge bell pepper. Now, where are my prawns? Here's one. Here's a big old shrimp. The catch-22, they left the tails on. Ah, oh, I hate when they do that. I was actually afraid they were going to do that, and they did. In a lot of Asian cultures, they leave the tail on the shrimp, and then when you're eating it, you either got to eat the whole tail, or you got to bite it off while you're eating it and spit it out. Come on. Come on. Yes, I did order rice, but I didn't bring it up. I didn't have room. I had an order of jasmine rice on the side, but I didn't even do it. Come on, man. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, so I see a lot of things. There's a shrimp. There's a couple bell peppers I see in it. Some other, I think it's basil. Yeah, I think that's basil right there. I think that's pretty much it. I see the bell peppers, the basil, and the shrimp in here. All right, so first things first. Let's actually taste. Get basil out of there. Let's actually, I can't get the basil off the spoon. It's stuck. Okay. Let's actually taste the liquid of the curry. Shall we? It's supposed to be level 4 Penang curry spice. Get ready. Ooh, it's good. Wait a minute. It's good, but wait a minute. Uh-oh. Here comes the spice. Okay. Wow. It's creamy and has a lot of coconut flavor, but it also has other flavors. Obviously, there's some shrimp flavor in there because there's shrimp in this, and a lot of different seasonings. I can't really put my finger on it, what the seasonings are. It tastes pretty darn good, though. Have another spoon of it. The creaminess is very delicious. It reminds me of like crab or lobster bisque almost, in a way. Of course, the spiciness is not present in those. So it does have a good spice to it, a good spice level. All right, let's try it with some other stuff. Let's have a piece of basil in it. So I'm being told coriander, lemongrass, galangal, garlic if it's authentic. It probably is. That was good with the piece of basil. That was yummy. All right, how else am I gonna get this? The problem here is some of these are giant. Look at the size of this bell pepper. It's huge. How am I gonna get that in my mouth without making a huge mess? I guess if I try to scoop it from the side, oh, it's gonna go everywhere. All right, oh God. That's gonna fall. All right, maybe, okay, this way. Here we go.
Holy shit, this was a gross one. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna skip through because I think you guys had enough of this. It's been basically like 10 straight minutes of disgusting shit.
Oh, it's good. It's really good. The spice is building. Holy shit. It's starting to really build in my mouth right now.
Oh, the spice is building.
The flavors are on point. Like I said, the creaminess and the sweet taste of the coconut milk, but combined with all these other spices, it's like exploding in my mouth. The bell pepper is tasty. The ginger's perfect to have in here. Ginger is a really good idea.
All right. Ginger is amazing. I love it too. Let's try the last meal though. The Last Supper. What is it though?
Gonna get as many. I told you this. People are like, oh no, you underestimate how much people want to see you do this. I was like, there's interest, but people wanted to see me react to the wings shit, the wings memes, you know.
Really? Okay, sure.
Oh, it does.
Sure.
My screen is glitched. You guys are saying there's over 500 likes. This is 300. Is my screen messed up?
Oh, by the way,
I'm gonna refresh.
By the way, last week, the dude had this mini saga of sabotaging his own stream effectively to beg for a new PC. And if you're familiar with my streams, you would know that my laptop is a sack of shit. And when I turn on my camera, occasionally, not today, because today is a better day, I guess, my CPU blows up. So he wanted to do the equivalent of this. However, instead of just bitching about it, he was asking for a PC. And it's a multi-$1,000 PC that he's asking for. That is also not a gaming PC. It's just generally an expensive PC. So yeah, what a time to be alive.
I swear my screen says 300, 350.
And we're talking about likes.
And then they decided on like assholes, you know, trolls. Oh, I'm gonna thumb it down later. And so they did, and then it erased their like. So maybe it went to 500 and then 200 people thumbed it down because they're just fucking, you know, dipshit morons.
Yeah, well, if you call people dipshit morons, you will tend to have more dislikes than if you don't call people dipshit morons.
Anyway, here's a cash in.
Yeah, this is it's the cycle. It's the never-ending cycle of calling people names and then they don't like him. And then he's like, dude, why don't these people fucking like me? These dipshit fucking morons. Dude, why don't they like me? I just fucking call them names all the time. And it's also their fault I'm begging.
Dislikes, you have to install a third-party app now.
Third-party app. An app.
Plug into your browser to see it.
Plug in. Dude said every other word but extension or add-on. Plug in. What is this, WordPress?
Fly, because of idiots
he doesn't
like
know
that.
what
People who are
WordPress
gonna
is.
purposely troll and shit. They don't want people to bother with that. So, okay, I'm gonna have more
third-party app. Okay, that's enough with fucking feasting. Get him out of here. Let's see what Aquatil's been up to. Denies trying to shut down Evil AJ. This is how you don't play. I don't care about this. Now the Mike Watson shit. And is this the one where he cried? I think it might be. But let's talk about fucking Leanna. I haven't seen any of his down the rabbit hole nonsense because that shit is like 4 hours long. And I just don't care. I would rather watch Amber Heard try and avoid answering questions while her lawyer team is trying to stall and object to every single thing, including questions that they ask. So yeah, let's just dive into this madness.
Sometime over the course of 2011, Philip had started dating a woman named Leanna Hongen, known better by the pseudonym Panda Lee. While Philip's fan base seemed generally happy that he was now in a relationship, there was a subset who weren't so enthused. Many were shocked to learn that Leanna was 11 years Philip's junior, and that they had started dating just after she had turned 18, but most were more concerned about Leanna's aggressive tone during cooperative gameplay.
Now, I'm gonna let this play out. I'm gonna comment, but I'm gonna say this right now, okay?
He wants a $3 5K PC to run only OBS.
Dude, for real.
Only Phil.
For real. The guy's not gonna edit anything. Anything. And I'm not talking just about like videos. He's not gonna do Premiere Pro, not After Effects, not Illustrator, not Photoshop. Nothing. He's not gonna play video games on this. He just wants to record and stream at the same time. So buy shit for multi-$1,000 technology. Holy fuck.
I'm not gonna be doing.
This is how you see that this dude doesn't value money at all. Because of course it's somebody else's money, and he's not even gonna install drivers on it. That's right. You're right on this. He's not gonna put drivers on it.
Doing anything.
He doesn't want to do anything with it. Just get it out the box, unpack it, plug it in. Preferably if somebody else could plug it in and set it up for him, that would be amazing, but there's nobody else capable to do that in that household, considering that his roommate is Kat Burnell, notorious for nothing. So yeah.
Crazy. I'm not going to be revealing tons of ridiculous stuff that's personal, and here's why.
Nobody expected this.
This person has now been in my life for many, many years.
That's true.
Okay? It would not be fair for me to speak in a manner about personal things when she has not done so. You know what I'm saying? This is someone who I have not had any contact with in very long. I've moved on my life. Now I'm happily married. This is long in the past, but it has to be addressed, obviously. It's part of my history, right? It's well documented. I made vlogs with her. We played games together. We traveled together. She was a big part of my life for a long time. But it would be completely unfair for me to come out in like any kind of a negative attack mode here when she has personally
nobody expected this.
Gone from the internet.
Nobody expected this. I don't know why he's trying to defend this point. Nobody expected him to shit on his ex-girlfriend. Nobody expected this, or to like diss her, or to call her names or whatever. Everybody knows this is not what it's about. It's for quote unquote clarifying the situation, right? Let's get into clarifying.
And not ever speak negatively about me.
Okay.
Which she very well could. I told you guys I was not exactly a bed of roses to be back then. You know what I mean? Like I was a flawed human, and I had a lot of mistakes that I made, and I'm, you know, good on her.
Clocked in, you're now on the payroll.
She's never come out publicly and said anything bad about me. I'm not going to do that.
You guys need to unionize.
Matter of factly about the situation. By the way, it's a very small part of the video, thankfully.
Yeah, so, it is.
Let's continue.
I mean,
and then I'll make my comment.
She was pretty insignificant, basically.
Let's press the start before I kill you all.
Now it blocks this too. I moved my camera, and now the subtitles are at the bottom of the screen.
Bro, do you for real need subtitles for this?
I want you guys to obviously see the subtitles. Hold on.
Yeah, and his as you can see, his frame and his camera is not the same thing.
Everything I did, the
it's not a group.
Not surprised. It's pretty much not able to be heard here.
Hey, what's up, Scopely wants there? 1651.
I don't care. All right, let's continue. It's fucking stupid. Here we go. I'm gonna rewind it so you can hear this.
Now react to this one segment for what is this? 30 minutes.
Aggressive tone during cooperative gameplay.
Okay.
I'm gonna press start. No more talking. Let's press the start before I kill you all.
Well, now you still can't see it.
Press a button.
What do we need to see though?
Probably a better gamer than half of you.
Oh, because he didn't crop it probably. Okay.
2011
So
also
DSP
marked
fucked up.
other strange
Okay.
behaviors from Philip. For example, for his DSP Tries It series,
Oh my God, we're gonna watch this. Okay, but anyway. Okay, so here's
What are
I
we
have to
even
say
talking
this,
about?
all right.
What? How do you have to say something about it already? There was nothing to respond to.
First of all, there's been so much bullshit misinformation on the internet
Okay.
about my former relationship that I'm just gonna clarify a few points and then we're gonna move on. Number one. Yes, it's absolutely true. We had a ginormous age gap. It was 11 years.
Yes. He
Absolutely
was
true.
not underage.
A lot of
He
people
was
criticized me
not.
at the time.
I know everybody wants to think that because it's more fun and it's more interesting. She was not underage.
Said, what the hell are you doing with someone, you know,
Sorry to break
so
it
much
to you.
younger than you?
I know you wish
Makes
that what
sense.
she was.
Kind of ridiculous. Some
Now,
people don't agree with that.
However, just because it's legal does not mean that it's not very weird when she looks like a child and acts like a child and talks like a child. That makes it kind of weird.
Kind of stuff. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people say it's your own business, right? At the time, it wasn't really a big concern for me. Like, it wasn't something that I even thought about. It was someone who, I had a relationship
Of course you
with,
wouldn't
and
think about it because she was younger than you. If she was older than you, maybe you would think about it.
it wasn't
Yes.
anything that was, how can I say? I don't even know how to properly say it because you say it the wrong way and then people take it the wrong way. But, let me put it this way. At the time, I didn't see anything wrong with it.
With what?
Today, yeah. I
Oh,
probably
today,
could say,
yeah,
I see
okay.
something wrong with it. Especially because
What is wrong with
one
it,
thing that
though?
I will distinctively tell
Was
you
she
guys,
super
I love how
immature?
we're freeze framed at this when I'm talking about this.
Oh.
One thing that I will distinctively tell you guys, a difference here is that at first we were of like mind, and then as we were together longer and longer, that's basically why we grew apart, because we were basically kind of like two different age ranges and generations. I was in one mindset where I wanted to go with my life, and she was in a completely different mindset where she wanted to go with her life, and those paths weren't aligned anymore. You know what I'm saying?
That was as far as I remember, one of the points why they broke up. Even back in the day in his old videos, that was also one of his points. When the age gap was different and she wanted to go outside and meet people and have fun, and he wanted to settle down.
And I think that was directly because of the age. And that's my fault. I'm the one who willingly
What?
engaged in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? There was
Oh, that's
nothing
his fault,
legally
okay.
wrong with it, but age-wise, it kind of...
Bro, look, if we, because it's like the fucking Onision situation. If we gotta talk about what is legally right, then something is probably morally wrong. If we gotta talk about fucking legalities. And if she's 18 and if it's okay to be dating.
It didn't make sense at
Then maybe something is fucking awkward and wrong in this situation.
first. We both like
You
games
gotta be
or
talking
whatever. It
about,
kinda
dude,
makes
this
sense.
is legally okay in this state. Okay, now we're going a little bit too deep to justify it.
But then over time, it's like, what the hell was I thinking? You know what I mean? And now to comment on her behavior, I'm still commenting on this with this on the screen, by the way. To
What
comment
are you
her
commenting
behavior,
on, though?
Yes.
Her general
publicly,
behavior.
She was incredibly
Annoying?
confrontational. I think that's actually the
That
best
is
way
true,
to put
yeah.
it forward. Her personality was very publicly confrontational.
Yeah, look, that's the thing. That's the thing. And when somebody tries to explain the semantics about it, it kind of makes it look like I'm trying to justify the age gap, or I'm trying to justify this. I'm just saying that at the time that they met, she wasn't underage, and when they started dating, she wasn't underage. But that doesn't mean it's still not fucking awkward as fuck when she acts like a child and looks like a child and sounds like a child. And we've seen this in dozens of videos.
She always wanted to seem like she was superior. She would get the one up on me or anyone involved in anything that she was involved in.
one up.
Right? She would
Okay.
constantly be razzing me. People liked that. Right? People absolutely liked that she was that kind of a person, because they thought that was a good way to play off of me. Normally, I was the only guy involved in my content, or I was the alpha of the content. You know what I
The
mean? Like, I was the one
alpha.
in charge. All of a sudden, there
The
was an
alpha of
offplay
the
of that.
the alpha
And people
of the
thought I was, like,
content. This is amazing quote.
conflicting personalities.
Blows
They
my
saw
mind.
uncomfortableness sometimes
fucking
when we made a
alpha.
video of gameplay together, and people actually liked that. At the very same time,
Bro, come on. Come on, this is like the ABC of the fucking internet. Everybody knows if you get a girlfriend, don't bring her on your fucking videos all the fucking time. And that's what he did. Then people complained and he bitched about them complaining. And then they kept complaining and he kept white knighting her. And I understand why. It's his fucking girlfriend. She sucks his dick. Obviously he's gonna protect her. But you gotta know when to get off. And you gotta know when to fucking stop. Just like with sucking dick.
Right? And this will be actually, I believe, be addressed a little bit later here. But we're coming up to it. I will say this. I 100% take responsibility for the fact that if she was ever in my content and was deemed offensive, that's my fault. Why?
But that's not, you can't take responsibility like 8 years after the fact. What is this taking responsibility? What the fuck is this?
My content. I can argue a million ways Sunday to try to defend myself, but I feel that's an indefendable position. It's my channel.
I take responsibility. Since when? Now. He takes responsibility for some shit that happened in what, 2012?
It's my content. It's my streams. I am the one ultimately in control of my content and, quite frankly, my life. I was the one who actively made the decisions to have my ex as part of my content.
Yes.
And when I did, a lot of people took that as a turnoff and said, wow, I really don't like her personality. She's very confrontational. She's very
I'm about to knock up both Cat and Leanna.
Yo, it's the alpha male. Big up's the alpha male. He's about to knock both of them up. Let's see which one has the uglier baby. And which one gets less child support payments, I guess. I guess nobody's gonna get any.
Dom Big UPS, my man. Cool wine.
Hey, big ups Paul J. Brazel for the big ups to Big Dom.
Things that
and the big UPS.
You know, even demean you and degrade you, right? And totally I get that was a negative thing for my viewing audience. It was my fault. 100%.
Okay, thank you. This means a lot, taking responsibility 10 years after the fact.
All right? I
After
never had
denying all this shit for years.
MAHSSIVE support from Paul today. Big ups.
Big ups Paul and Dominic for supporting each other, but supporting me by extension.
So over the years as well, I've absolutely said, listen, one of the biggest mistakes I ever did, and now I know this, and I'm very different now in my personal life now than I was
after your whole fucking life fell apart. Now you know this.
I literally shared you guys everything. I vlogged every piece of life.
Why though?
I went to a store, I vlogged it. I went on vacation, I vlogged it. I ate for DSP Tries It, I vlogged it.
Money.
I took a shit. Okay, I didn't vlog shitting. One time
well, if you vlogged taking a shower, as we can see on the screen.
Shit. But I didn't actually vlog my shitting. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, everything was shared with the public. And when I shared everything with the public, I had no private life anymore. So now...
Yeah, but you exchanged the privacy for profit. Just like so many people on the internet do. And then they get a group of people that follow them around and ask the questions. Because if you show somebody too much, they're going to start asking questions. They're going to get engaged with the content. Unlike him getting engaged with Leanna.
And I'm stalking when you least expect it.
Big ups for the sub, Kerbal13.
Hey, big ups, Kerbal13
You're seeing things that are harmful to us, to our private life. And people were capitalizing on that, especially if they did not like my ex. Oh, let's use this as an attack. Let's use that as an attack, right? You're going to see things coming up, things that people commonly said as negative things towards me that are relation to her. And it's like, if I had just separated...
That she's annoying?
If I had made my private life separate from my public persona and the content that I put out on the internet, I likely would have avoided most, if not all, of those issues. It is 100% my fault, and I am taking ownership for that.
Okay.
And I'm not ever going to...
If you realize your fault and you take responsibility, are you going to admit why you did it? Why you published all that shit on the internet? Why? For views and for money, okay.
Blame someone else for my shortcomings because I put that stuff in my content, okay? So now I'll say that. Back then, not so much. As you guys know, back then I was a very defensive person.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, I will take ownership of that.
Of that.
Without further ado.
Back then, I was a very defensive person about that. And now I'm gonna take ownership of that. Not in general. He doesn't take ownership of shit nowadays. Couldn't even take ownership when people called him out for hiding tips for Kirby. Remember that? Was hiding tips. like a little fucking weasel.
Let's see me take a shower.
Let's see, take a shower.
Egregious to his fan base was when his girlfriend Leanna derided the game Kingdom Hearts 2 in the chat section.
Yeah, this
while
was
Philip
totally
playing it.
unnecessary.
Now, I think this may be factually wrong because I remember it as Kingdom Hearts 1, but I could be wrong. I swear
you
it was
for
the
real?
finale of Kingdom Hearts
Oh
1.
my fucking god, you nitpicking asshole. This motherfucker nitpicks more than I do. What is this? He's gonna nitpick the game. I think this is actually factually wrong. It was actually not Kingdom Hearts 2. It was actually Kingdom Hearts 1.
Where I was in the final sequence. We were heading towards the end. but
Bro,
there was
shut the fuck up.
Twitch TV channel. I don't know why I did that. That was my mistake. Okay? Again, I'm crossing the boundaries of my personal life and my business. That was stupid. And all it did was cause more drama. Okay? Obviously, knowing someone like her and that she was confrontational, this was probably going to cause problems with the viewership. I stupidly did it anyway. So, what ended up happening was it caused problems. What a shocking situation. I remember this, that at the end of the playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 1, there was a crazy, endless gauntlet of enemies. It was taking forever to finish this game. I thought I was going to finish it in like 20 minutes, and it took me like 2 hours.
Completely unnecessary details.
So, as usual, I went on my usual diatribes. Oh my god, this game sucks. The game developers are assholes. Why
As
did
you
they
do
this?
now,
Yada, yada, yada.
when faced with exactly the same situation, he does that now as well. He was faced with the same situation in Kirby, and he rage quit the game. Where it was taking him too long to finish it, and he rage quit it because it was like Dark Souls. So does that mean he is actually worse than he was back in the day?
I went crazy. Well, my ex also decided to start going crazy on the game in the chat, and when people kind of countered her and were like, no, the game's actually not that bad, Phil's just raging because either he sucks or because it's just a tough part of the game, this is his shit. She basically went on a banning spree. I remember she started banning people, they turned it into subscriber-only mode, all this shit was going on, okay? So at that time, I got big backlash for it, and it all got thrown against me.
Yeah.
But that's my fault.
Yeah.
Why did I create that situation? Why was I so adamant on crossing
because
my
you were
personal
cucked by a girl that's 10 years younger than you, that's why. Because she cucked his entire fucking life. She was stepping on his balls every minute of the day. This dude he's like one of the most spineless fucking people in life. One of the most spineless people. And he got pussy whipped by that bitch that was 18. And now he's probably pussy whipped by the other bitch that is barely even alive. You've seen the videos with her? She's fucking gone. Nobody is home. She's on a lunch break.
My
permanently
business. I think it was because I was just dumb and ignorant, and I wasn't smart enough to know that this was eventually gonna come back to bite me and shoot me in the foot. To me, a lot of the times, of all the things, the fun things that I did on YouTube, and this doesn't even just go for my ex, but for my previous friends, you know, John Rambo, who I did co-op with and all that. For me, whenever I made content for YouTube, it was like having fun, but also making money doing it. You know what I'm saying? It was never
so it was for the money.
Serious business, and we have to so be attentive to make sure everything goes right, and we have to be, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a studio, there wasn't a ton of people involved. It was usually just me.
Is it a studio now? Is this a studio now?
Camera, fucking.
Now that it's a job, that it's again for both fun and money. Is this a studio now?
Around.
This is a studio production?
That was the purpose of the videos, is to show genuine joy playing video games or doing a vlog on a trip or whatever it was. I never took it that seriously, okay? And I think what happened was eventually it started to show in my content. He's not adapting direct capture. He's not doing live streaming. He's got his girlfriend in all of his videos, and we don't like her. We think she's obnoxious.
Hold on. How did you not take it seriously? Motherfucker, you were uploading up to 60 videos a day. What is not serious about this? Isn't this a serious commitment, uploading 60 videos a day? It's not serious. I wasn't taking it seriously. More like it was irresponsible.
Tell him that, and he ignores us and says, fuck off, don't watch, but we like him, we want his content to succeed. Why doesn't he listen to us? I was stubborn and stupid, right? I was just dumb.
Now he's not, by the way.
Should have done direct
This
capture
is the entire point of his reaction stream. The entire point is to say, look at what a piece of shit I was back in the day. I am a different person now. Therefore, I can take responsibility for the things that different person did. So in effect, the way that he is thinking about this, he is actually not taking responsibility for his own actions. He's creating this persona that he was back in the day, claiming that he's changed so fundamentally and completely that that's basically a different person.
Streaming earlier, I should have not had my ex in my content. It should have all been me doing stuff, and that's the business, period. But to me, in my mind, it's like, hey, if I'm already gonna have fun with the people I care about, right? My friends, my significant other, and I'm gonna film it, why not make money on it too? Just pop open the camera. But then it seeped into the business. And this instance, as stupid as this sounds, and for a lot of people, they actually quit watching my content and my whole community. They were like, this is how it's gonna be. Phil is literally just gonna have...
Yeah, they saw you for what you are, just like the thousands of people that did it afterwards and now watch the trolls. They just saw him for what he is. No matter how many times he can say he changed, he never will. He doesn't even know what changing is.
And everything, and she's gonna ruin everything, and this is bad, and we don't want to be a part of that anymore. And some people jumped ship from watching my content to being part of these detractor communities when this happened. They were so upset with the fact that I was having this carry over of my personal life into my content. And
No, it's not carry over. It's not a carryover, it's a blend.
Okay.
Because you decided to make your life into a drama content channel. And he posted all the drama there. For everything that happened was fucking drama shit. Outside of the gaming, all that, the hate live shit, there was a bunch of drama stuff.
When the chat devolved into argumentation, Philip locked the chat so that only subscribers could talk.
And he
The
put it
bad
in solo-only
reputation
mode.
from Philip had suddenly spilled over onto Leanna too.
So, fuck all of you who are acting immature.
No,
This is what you...
I hate to say it. There were already people who didn't like me. There's not people who didn't like me and then didn't like Leanna too. It was that they felt that she actually had a very, very confrontational mannerism. She
How do you
always
know
wanted
though?
to be the
How do
center
you
of
know how
attention.
all
She
these
always
people
wanted to
felt?
be the
when you dismiss them, how do you know all this shit? When you fucking dismiss all these people.
I'm the best player in this.
Yeah, I've seen the Reclusive in Rent. It's on the second channel. There's the entire video of me watching it. Since it got taken down for... I don't even remember what. It got blocked worldwide for some reason. I don't know. But it's all up there re-uploaded.
Or that. People didn't like that. And if people disagree with her, she would be very in your face about it, confrontational. And people, that's why they didn't like her. It wasn't because, oh, because we already don't like Phil, so now it spills over to her. No, it was because she was very outspoken.
Yeah,
and people didn't
Zero
like the things that she was being outspoken
I'm glad
about.
you like
and
this
it really rubbed
shit.
people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Get now.
Okay. And now we got the weekend preview. This was his former podcast.
Saw major changes.
By the way, when he made the pre-stream podcast, he said he was new to podcasting, and then instantly forgot that he used to do the weekend preview, and used to do the pre-stream, and used to do the Hate Live podcast, and used to do Ask the King. By the way, he's completely new to podcasting.
He purchased a new condominium, this one in Seattle, Washington, bringing Leanna to live with him. He believed that a new location
Wait,
would
so he
provide
ACTS like in a hole, but that's not what made people not like him because they already didn't like the panda? What?
I guess so. But people then hated on him because they were mad at Panda, but it's his fault and it's his responsibility, and he takes responsibility for what past Phil did. And past Phil, by the way, that's a different person. That's not Phil Burnell. That's past Phil. It's a character.
with the motivation and energy.
He's a different entity from that person.
Back into popularity.
He's changed
but this
so
living
much. Can't you see?
situation Proved problematic. Leanna was unemployed.
He now
and
does
had no
reaction
higher
videos.
education, meaning Philip had to provide for both of them with his dropping income. His problems would worsen later in the year after a dispute with Twitch admins. At the time, Twitch's
So
and now we gotta
true.
pause.
Again, I take full responsibility for it.
For what?
Okay, I
For what,
absolutely
though?
do.
For
My
what?
fault. I was the one who financed the whole move. I
Yes.
was the one who made the decisions basically
Yeah.
around it. Although it was a group thing, I mean, we both agreed to do it. We wanted to move
Oh,
in
we both
together,
agreed
move
to do
across
it.
the country. But I made very poor financial decisions, incredibly poor. Financing the move, I emptied my bank account to pay for the move, and then
Bro, you don't need to admit this now. We already know. You literally had 14 credit cards maxed out. We already know. And it frankly doesn't matter if you take responsibility or not. It is your responsibility, no matter if you take it or not.
Financed the rest of the move with credit cards and things, and it racked me up to my eyeballs in debt. All right, and it screwed me over. That's why to this day I'm still in the financial dire straits from time to time that I'm in, and sometimes I'm going paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Yeah, and also the mobile games.
It sucks because I made
what about
bad
the mobile
decisions,
games?
and I'm paying for them now to this day, 8 years later, and we're still not done. It's going to be years and years possibly before I even get back on my feet, because something else always seems to hold me up from recovering, which really blows.
What is holding you up right now?
Here, of course, my ex.
What is your problem right now? Everything for his quote-unquote plan, which was to go bankrupt and then hope that people are going to keep giving him money. His plan is going on point. What is holding him back from being successful and happy and productive right now? But he still begs, and he's still the content as an all-time low. It's fucking terrible. This is his content, watching somebody else's YouTube video on him. So yeah, what is holding him back? Scope League holding him back. Champions holding him back. But too bad, that's an addiction. Not gonna move away from that. That you can't just drop that. And I know people say it every day, you can just stop playing WWE Champions. Well, he can't, he's actually addicted. It's a part of his life, it's a part of his cycle of the day. When he wakes up, it's a part of his routine. Just like it's a part of people's routine to go on Twitter and to go on Facebook and Instagram. It's instinctive. It's a reflex for him to open his phone, go on Champions. And if he can't do that, he's gonna get irritated and he's gonna get pissy.
She really didn't have much to do. After about 6 months of living out here, she was bored, and that's when she had the idea she wanted to start her own soap making business. Guess who financed?
She was bored.
My fault. Again, this is all on
this
me.
fucking stupid. You wanted to sell soap, you dumb shit. And he was telling you the other day that he wanted to go to the mall so he could smell the candle before you buy it. Wouldn't you want to smell the soap before you buy it, you intelligent individual? But yeah, they opened this stupid ass soap business. She could have done literally everything else. She could have worked in retail like Kat, and it would have been more productive. But I think eventually she did, or some shit.
I'm the one who paid for everything behind the scenes to get it started. After running for a few months, it actually started paying for itself, but it was me who did that initial investment in the hopes that it would turn a profit. Guess what? Guess what it didn't do?
Why though?
Didn't turn a profit.
Why though?
It was a waste of time. As much as I pushed it in my content and tried to, hey, everyone buy some soap.
Oh, he was shilling soap,
you're gonna sell a few here or there. You're gonna
yeah, no, because it's a stupid idea. Because I want to smell the soap. I'm not gonna buy a soap that's called, I don't know, Tropical Thunderstorm or some shit. How does a Tropical Thunderstorm smell? I don't know. I'm not gonna buy that.
If you repeat customers,
or it's like it smells like papaya or some shit. I don't fucking know how papaya smells. I need to smell it first.
But it never got its feet on the ground. It was just a silly hobby that we were trying to make a few bucks on here or there, and the only people who really bought it were my viewers. Honestly,
it's a silly hobby,
people,
okay.
But it wasn't that many, and that's again.
It was basically it's basically a child selling lemonade, but worse, because children selling lemonade are kind of cute, and it makes you want to buy from them to support their business. And Pandali's a grown ass woman child, basically.
The one who financed it. I'm the one who said okay, you know. And
did they even have a website?
It's just this video. Now that we're to this part, I have no defense for any of this stuff. I just don't. Like, this is all bad decision after bad decision after bad decision, and I completely own up to it.
What do you own up to it?
You know what I'm saying?
It's all up to you. Well, fucking thanks, man.
Fans of Phil is the market for soap.
Well, they are the market for soap because all of them was stinky and disgusting. You seen Derek? This dude is busting all the time. This dude probably smells like I don't even know what. It's open to interpretation. Just I don't know. Decide yourself.
I have to read this to you.
Big up, see you boy for super chat.
During the production of this video, Philip and Leanna broke off their relationship after Philip discussed Leanna's personal medical issues.
This video is that old. It's that old that during the production they broke up. Holy shit, I'm so glad I didn't watch this live. So glad.
Where is it? Philip now lives alone in his condominium. Again, spelled my name wrong.
Okay.
Kind of weird that he didn't get my name right once in this whole video.
Oh, he's so offended by this, by the way.
False.
False. What is false?
The only truth of this entire discussion here is, yes, we
That
did
they
break off
split.
our relationship.
Okay.
And yes, I will admit, I did discuss personal medical issues in a vlog. Those things happened, all right?
Yes,
However,
you did.
The way that this is phrased makes it seem like this is direct cause and effect.
Yeah,
right?
it's not.
When you see this,
He was
statement
already.
like this, in
They were
fact, here, I'll
already
do it
split
like
by
this.
that
Now you
point.
can actually
That's
see
why
them.
he was so pissed that he had to go to the hospital, because they were split. Therefore, she no longer means anything to him because she couldn't make him delicious meals. So that's why he was pissed that he had to go to the hospital. And he, if you listen to his discussion of the hospital clip, he says, I'm not gonna paraphrase it. He effectively says that he was upset that none of her friends wanted to go and take her to the hospital and take care of her. So he had to go, and they weren't even in a relationship anymore.
The whole thing. This literally makes it look like cause and effect.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. But fucking Frederick
really
didn't know shit at the time.
We had
all he did was put this like paragraph, and it's not even like reporting the thing.
Already
There's not even like clips of anything.
Had a
It's just-
relationship
yeah.
for almost 2 years. All right.
Wow, 2
And
years.
It was really bad to the point where we had already broken up. Exactly when, I don't remember, but it was definitely before that day when this happened. She was in the actual process of moving out. What she was actually doing was working with her friends to figure out, you know, the timeline or whatever.
Did you help out? No.
I was trying to be as nice as I possibly could be.
Oh, as nice.
And give her the time she needed, because I didn't want to kick her out of the house like an
Yeah.
asshole, since it was, you know, basically a mutual deal that we were
Are
breaking
you are you trying to flex that you were a nice guy and didn't kick your girlfriend of 5 years out of the house after you broke up and when she had nowhere to go? Is this what you're trying to do right now? Are you trying to flex with this? What a nice fucking guy Phil. What a nice fucking guy Phil is. The lady that he intended to get married to, that he proposed the fucking engagement. Man, that was so nice, because I could have been an asshole and kicked her out.
up. I wasn't like, you get out or you get out. It was more like, okay, it's not working anymore. Let's split. And
what is not
at this
working? She
point,
wasn't making meals?
If I remember correctly, she already had some of her stuff out of the house and was
Yeah.
in the process of kind of like the second half. Okay. But was she still sleeping here? Yes. At that time. And this was a very weird situation for me.
Yeah, we've been to the emergency room, and it was way better than that.
Here's why. We were no longer involved anymore. It was kind of like, you know, two roommates at this point until she was out. All right, I was trying to do the right thing, not trying to be an asshole and throw her out of the house or whatever.
Yeah, that's like the bare minimum. Bare minimum is not throwing her out of the house. She had nowhere to go. She had no job. Did she have a job?
I knew that she was emotionally very
had no
upset
job.
about what was going on.
Okay.
Okay, but I didn't know what exactly would become of it, honestly. One day she goes to work when I'm streaming, and during the stream,
she had a
I
job.
get an urgent phone call, and I'm like, "What could this be?" Right? I don't know what it is.
An urgent phone
And
call.
I check the voicemail, and it's her boss at work, and her boss says,
You let it go to voicemail. I get an urgent phone call. I let it go to voicemail.
Philip,
baller.
This is so-and-so from the job, and we really need your help. Your girlfriend, fiance, I forget exactly how she phrased it, but that's how
Okay.
she said it, you know, has had this panic attack at work. And at this point, I've already discussed it publicly 5 years ago. I can publicly say it again. It's already out there. All right. She had this panic attack at work, and she's asking for you. She's calling for you. She says, "Where is he? Why isn't he here? I need his help."
Yeah, he's
And
the
I said,
emergency
"What?"
contact. Why did this blow his mind?
He broke up.
Bro, she's literally in the hospital. Is this what you're gonna think about? This is what you're gonna think about. That you're already broken up. This girl you've been with for 5 years. That you moved across the country and had all these dreams of living together and being a fucking family. And this is what you're gonna bitch about.
that you weren't together anymore. And he does it even like now.
We're done.
We're done. We're done. She can die. She can go die. Don't fucking call me. Did you hear what the dude on the phone said? She's calling for you. Why isn't he here? They're all very concerned. Dude, why the fuck are you calling me? I'm not even your boyfriend anymore. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid nude dick fuck. We're done. We're done. We're finished.
On her way out the door.
She's on her way out the door.
Why is she screaming for me?
Holy fuck. Cause she's in the hospital.
Shocking to me. I was like, it sounds like bullshit.
Sounds like
I'm
bullshit.
like, obviously it must have happened. Why would the boss be lying to me? Right?
Oh, because of course he was fucking paranoid, because it could have been a troll. A troll will call him, say, Phil, come to the hospital.
Now, I didn't have the car. She was still using my car to get to and from work. I was allowing her to still
Bro,
use
you
my...
literally don't go anywhere. Why wouldn't you allow her? It's a reasonable thing to do. You see, he expects you to feel bad for him or some kind of sympathy. Well, he's flexing about this shit. Yeah, there's no problem for you giving her the car so she can go to work. Come on. It's a fucking reasonable thing to do. Bare minimum human behavior. He wants to be tapped on the back. Good job, Phil. Good job that you didn't kick her out and didn't let her have no way for her to get to work. You're such an amazing fucking person.
Vehicle to get to and from work, despite the fact...
And you moved her across the fucking country. Away from her family, away from everybody that she knew. She moved there with all the fucking hopes and dreams of a barely legal fucking idiot that she was. And then when shit got fucked up, dude, we're not even together anymore. What?
Fact that we had broken up.
She was having a panic attack.
So I had to find a way to get
this. He doesn't realize how bad this makes him fucking look. Because he was a grown-ass man at this time. He was in his mid-30s at this time. Wait, I clicked away from this.
I had to get an Uber. I had got an Uber.
I had to get an Uber. Okay.
And they were all. She was already basically fine by the time I got there, and they said,
"Well, you were too fucking late."
Hospital.
Man, it probably took him like 2 hours to get there. I don't know how much it would take. Let's say if it would take him, let's say an hour, it took him 2 hours because he is DSP and he needs to get up and put on some pants and put on some socks one by one, of course. And then he needs to go and fix his hair, put some grease on his hair, and then he needs to go out. He needs to then call the Uber because he didn't call it before that, so he needs to wait for the Uber. What a... my God.
No, I take that back. Completely wrong. It was the opposite of what... It was
and now he's wrong.
They had already taken
and he expects me to trust him to correct this video of a guy who actually did research.
The car was still at the job. So I had to take... I'm trying to remember this. I had to take the Uber to the mall to get
and
the
he
car.
leaned manual banned this guy. What did he say?
The car was still at the job.
Hold on. There was a guy who said, Phil is... you are Leanna's babysitter just like Cat.
I'm trying to remember.
We didn't... There was even no message.
Uber to the
but it got message deleted. Just by the way, message deleted. There wasn't even a message.
Mall to get the car.
Phenomenal.
And then I had to drive the car to the hospital, but I also had to pick up her stuff from the job, so I went inside. And I had a discussion with the manager, and the manager was literally under the impression that, like, she was calling for me, she really needed me, and all this shit.
Okay.
And I was
she was
like,
having a panic
why?
attack.
We're broken up. I don't understand this.
Because you're her closest person in the fucking state, you moron. You were together for 5 years. Come on, DSP. I don't know. Oh my fucking God. Is he really this terrible at interpreting social relations, social situations, at reading the room, at reading social cues? It's impossible for somebody to be like this. What a fucking alien. And she had to like beg him to come. And he didn't even know why, because they were fucking broken up. And he's acting like he's a 14-year-old boy. Like a little teenager.
I just didn't get it.
And he didn't fucking get it. She was having a panic attack. She didn't know who to call but fucking Phil. And I feel bad for her that she had nobody to call but Phil. And Phil is the last person that anybody should ever have to rely on. The last person. I would rather rely on Amber Heard
on my mind, like, why is she acting like we're still together? We're not. It's been, you know, a while that this has been determined or whatever. So anyway, I got the car from the mall parking lot. I drove it to the hospital, found her in, you know, an emergency area. And I already told this story in that vlog 5 years ago, but essentially I was blown away by how bad healthcare was. Essentially, they just gave her pills to calm her and literally had her sit there for 5 hours and do nothing. No doctors came and helped her. No one talked to her.
Okay, probably. And I'm just using, I guess, like, just brainstorming. They probably gave her a pill because for anxiety attacks, you can't really do all that much. You can, I don't know what he expects them to do. An injection? An IV? They don't give that shit for, like, panic attacks. And, like, nervous situations like that. And then they left her to relax and see if it's gonna happen again, and maybe they should take further measures or something. But apparently it blows him away that they gave her a Xan or a perk.
Her no counseling, just sit there. So she sat there for 5 fucking hours doing nothing, and then finally they released her.
What do you want her to do? Crossword puzzles?
Nothing. No help. We gave you the pill. We drove you to the emergency room. You sat here. We did nothing.
Yeah, this is what the emergency room does sometimes. That's literally what they do sometimes.
Go home. So, of course, I've already criticized American health.
Because at that same time, it's maybe somebody with their arm cut off is going to walk in the emergency room. And they need urgent, instant attention.
Care about.
And shit in the emergency room, because my grandma used to be a nurse. That shit is crazy, man. And it's hectic as fuck. And you don't know who's going to walk in with what. Is it going to be a gunshot? Is it going to be stabbed? Is it going to be a car crash? Anything. You don't know anything. So you give priority treatment to whoever needed it the most. And obviously the lady laying there with after a panic attack where you just gave her meds, she doesn't need the attention instantly. So what is this bitch fucking complaining about?
This guy was so flabbergasted at how bad it was. Now.
Oh yeah, today I actually got a couple people say they didn't get a notification. I don't know why. But big ups, you're here. Hopefully this stream is going to be up. And if it doesn't get up, then I'm gonna re-upload it. So whatever, you can catch this later.
At the time, I didn't announce to anyone yet that we had broken up. No one knew publicly. So when I came home, everyone wanted to know what happened. Is she okay? Is everything all right? Obviously,
and yet, then he threw a man-baby tantrum that is legendary to this day. The legendary emergency room man-baby tantrum.
Okay, people cared about her. She was a part of my life for a very long time. She was a part of my.
Apparently, you didn't care. If you needed to fucking question why she called you as an emergency contact in an emergency, apparently people in DSP's fucking chat care more about DSP's fucking ex-girlfriend than DSP. Which makes him look like a pathetic fucking cuck.
Content. People were concerned for her and wanted to know what was going on. All right? I should not have said that she had a panic attack. That was my bad. And I am definitely in the wrong for doing that.
That is true.
It was her own medical issue. It was her decision if she wanted. She had a public presence. She had her own social media. It should have been on her if she wanted to discuss that with the public. It's my fault. I shouldn't have done it. The truth of the matter is, my mind was so messed up at this time.
No, he was just fucking pissed that they made him go out of the house and drive to a bunch of places and then just wait, when he could have been sitting at home playing games and begging for tips. That's why he was messed up. He wasn't stressed out because his ex-girlfriend just got what could have potentially been a mental breakdown. Because it was an anxiety attack big enough to get her in the hospital. But no, he doesn't give a shit about that. Come on.
Think what the hell was going on? All right, like it was just so, the whole thing was so confusing to me.
Oh, confusing. Right? He was confused. He made it about himself, that he was confused, that somebody else was in the hospital and they needed his help.
By the way, no, it's not like, oh, I wanted to get back together with her or anything. That was never on the table. It was just like the weirdest situation. It's like she called out for help when she needed it.
Okay.
But then that's the only reason that she called. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like, she told her boss that we were still together and everything. 'Cause she really had no one else to help her. And I think that is kind of manipulative. Maybe.
What? What? It's manipulative? What?
Be honest.
What? I need the whole context to this. What?
get back together with her or anything. That was never on the table. It was just like the weirdest situation. It's like she called out for help when she needed it, but then that's the only reason that she called. You know what I'm saying?
What? She was having a...
Like, she told her boss that we were still together and everything because she really had no one else.
Because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to say I have nobody to call. It's embarrassing to say I have nobody to call and I'm having a mental emergency, a mental health emergency. And this motherfucker thinks it's fucking manipulative.
To help her. And I think that is kind of manipulative.
What?
To be honest, we had already broken up and everything, and I feel
what? Holy fuck.
Manipulated by that. Like,
he felt manipulated. Oh my god.
She was trying to use me for a little bit at the end there.
Oh my god. She was gonna use him. For what? You're useless. You are worthless. There's nothing anybody can use fucking DSP for. He was broke at that time. He was broke as fuck. He's ugly as fuck. He sounds like trash. He acts like trash. He's a narcissist. What can I use you for? You're worthless.
Try to get as much help as she possibly could. Maybe that's not to be blamed because I don't know if she had anyone else out here who she could rely on.
Wow.
So maybe I would have done exactly the same thing if I were in that situation too.
Oh yeah. Would you think that somebody should be pissed if you call them like that? Oh okay, my fucking god, I can't believe this.
It was just
this is the one thing I didn't fucking expect.
Manipulation accusations from a man who manipulates on the regular. Christ and Allah help me.
They can't help you. You're gonna need the entire pantheon.
I remember Phil lying and said she gave him permission to talk about her panic attack when this topic came up before. He's a low-life clown.
I am pretty sure at some point he mentioned that they talked about it and was okay, but I can't find the clips right now. I'm not sure. Thanks you guys. And yeah, no, not Jesus, not Allah is gonna help you with this. No. This is the last thing I fucking expected, is for him to accuse her of something. This is the last thing I expected. I expected a lot of sucking his own dick and circle jerking himself and saying how he was the most generous and helpful person to help her out of this situation. But holy shit, he just fucking said he felt manipulated for the girl that he moved across the country. He lived with for 5 years. She was a girl straight out of high school. She didn't know anything about anything. And she tried to have her shitty ass business. That shit didn't work out, obviously, because it's a stupid business. She wanted to sell soap online. Go figure, it's not gonna work out. And then she has nobody else to count on. She calls her emergency contact, and the dude feels manipulated. Blows my fucking mind.
Definitely in the wrong for discussing stuff publicly like that.
And this is the only thing you're in the wrong?
I personally feel that she was in the wrong for basically using me at the end there. She was still using the car. She was still living here for a while. And even after the fact, she wanted to come back and keep getting more stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We're broken up. You're gone. It's done.
Wow, what the fuck?
I mean, we can't have this going on, an endless cycle of...
Oh my god, I can't... You know what? He wasn't even letting her pick up her stuff? Listen to this. And it's like, I know I'm making it sound like he's an asshole, but he's making himself look like he's an asshole. Look at this. I'm trying to put up the transcript on the screen. Okay, you should be able to see some of it.
She was in the wrong for basically using me at the end there. She was still using the car. She was still living here for a while. And even after the fact, she wanted to come back and keep getting more stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We're broken up. You're gone. It's done. I'm moving on with my life.
But what do you mean it was her possessions in your house and she can't take them because you're broken up? Bro, you are more of a piece of shit than I even thought. And I've watched hundreds of hours of this guy. And I mean, not probably, but for sure, I've made multiple of hundreds of hours of fucking streams and shit about this guy. And I didn't know he was this much of a human piece of fucking garbage. I cannot fucking believe this. So he's admitting he was abusive. You can't pick up your own stuff. We're done. We're finished. This can't keep going. He had nobody else to go to. Holy fucking crap.
Can't have this going on, an endless cycle of has to end. End and begin again. Not end and, oh, but you're coming back and there's more involvement. No, that's not how it fucking works, you know?
No, I don't know. I
anyway.
don't think he wanted her for sex at all. I don't think sex was in the picture at all. I don't think he's a very sexual person. If anything, then he might be closeted gay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm absolutely
I don't think he's sexual at all, because Cat doesn't look sexual at all, and Panda was, and she was pretty expressive with being unsatisfied.
positively 100% in the wrong that I did this. Okay.
She did what,
I should
though?
not have talked about her private medical stuff.
No, there is way more stuff that you just talked about that you should actually regret, and not talking about this shit on a live stream, which obviously it was not a good choice.
Publicly. In reality, it didn't even occur to me in my mind at the time that it was wrong to do. I should.
He used her hospital story to beg for money, and he has the audacity to say that he was used? Godlike.
And of course, when he went to the hospital, he missed out on making money on the stream. So guess what? We gotta beg. And we gotta beg about this, because this happened and this is an emergency. So yeah, if anything, he used her for fucking money. Wow. Amazing.
Could have.
Big
but
old
it
spoony
didn't.
tongue.
I was so mind fucked at the time that everything was going on. Okay. Shortly after this, she did.
I would actually be pretty interested in watching the Tevin segment of talking about this. I might find it later.
Move out. It was probably another week and a half, and she was gone. She gradually got her stuff out of here, and that was the end of that.
But I thought you just said you didn't let her take the stuff. You said no.
Oh, lives alone in the condominium. Of course I did. I mean, what? I didn't immediately get another roommate or whatever. But luckily for me, later that year, I met Kat. We started our relationship. You know, within a year, we got engaged. Within another year, we were married, and I've been happily married ever since.
Yeah, that's a speed run. Straight up.
Of my life right now. This.
Lock that bitch up. Lock that bitch up so she can't leave. Plus, Kat has nobody to go to. Confirmed. So when she leaves and calls DSP about being in the hospital, you know what the reaction is gonna be, you guys.
Is done with. Okay? I moved
This
out
is
of
done
there.
with.
Now, the only thing I can say as a final thought about this whole thing. Okay?
This segment makes him look much worse than so many fucking things he said. I can't even believe he said this. About being manipulated. That was the cherry on top of the scat fucking ice cream cake or some shit.
I mean, I think I was just really dumb, and I didn't
you still are.
realize that a relationship like that was not going to work. Okay? She was too young for me. We were two different people who wanted different things from life, but never really sat down to discuss that. There were times that were really good together, meaning, when you're going on a vacation or you're going on a trip or you're able
so
to
when
go
you can
out
spend money,
and
it's
get a
good.
nice meal or shopping, because I had money back then.
Oh, so it's literally about money. His happiness is directly tied to money. So, if he tells you that he can't go out on his fucking day off, guess what? He's having a bad time in his relationship because he can't spend fucking money. Can't spend. Therefore, my relationship sucks.
Everything.
The only thing you fucking said. Oh my god, man, we had some nice times when I could spend money. Wow, I've never met a person like this.
It was great.
Never.
But as soon as we moved here,
because even the people that are together for like mutual benefit, it's like it is sort of obvious, but they have good times outside of just it being related to money. And this dude is just like money is his actual soulmate is money, and it always keeps running away. He gets it in his hands. It's just money in his hands constantly. You see, he's pointing right now at the tips goal and at the super chats, and maybe even at the members goal. It comes in his hands all the time, but it evaporates. What a curse. What a curse to be Phil. Be in love with money, addicted to money. All the happiness you get is related to money. Getting it and spending it. That's why he loves the fucking champions. Because he spends it, and then he instantly gets a visual verification of his happiness by winning the game, by getting a new drop of a cool character and shit like that, by getting bonus gem damage.
And all
yeah, it is true, he does waste a lot of money on that game. If you want like actual factual stuff, I had one stream where I went over all of that and I let the text-to-speech robot talk about it. I think it was here. So in case, if you're new and you're still hesitating on the champion stuff, this stream is for you. This is the one. And I think I put the link to the Kiwi Farms asset somewhere here. Yeah, it's all the links are here. So you're gonna get yeah, if you're still wondering, you get to see everything. Okay? And yes, he is addicted to that game. He spends tens of thousands of dollars on that game while begging on the internet. Oh yeah, that's what you get.
All the hardships started. Oh, I don't have a lot of money anymore. I gotta work way more to make ends meet. Oh,
money.
We're getting swatted. We're getting DDoS attacked. We're getting
Yeah,
this,
that's
we're getting
not- that
We're
wasn't
getting
an
every
issue.
negative thing possible.
Fucking get out of here with the fucking DDoS, man. Come on. He's acting like his whole company went down to fucking DDoS.
Thrown at us. That's when the relationship essentially got tested. And when it got tested,
when he ran out of money, it got tested. So it's either you're in love with money, your bitch is in love with your money, and she's with you for your money, or both. Which all of it makes you look bad. All of it makes you look bad.
we realized that's because we weren't supposed to be together. You know what I mean? It didn't work. We weren't going to be able to survive together with all that other shit going on. It was just way too much. And it got to the point where, like I said, it just didn't even make sense. We didn't want to air that stuff publicly with you guys, because if we did, we felt it was just going to be even worse. It was already
you
the
shouldn't
public
air
parts of
this
a
out for
relationship
us.
that had led to people.
Am I a part of this relationships? Do we have threesomes? No. So don't fucking tell me all that shit. What's going on in your relationship?
Hating on us and saying the content was worse and all kinds of shit already. Why were we going to tell you everything else going on behind the scenes? It wouldn't have made any sense to do that, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So, you know, it is what it is. At this point now, it's history. But I absolutely, you know, I regret a lot of the decisions that I made in that time frame. And yes, I do think that a lot of it was due to the fact that I was just being dumb and protective or stupid and making dumb decision after dumb decision.
Okay, so basically nothing. He has nothing to get out of this whole thing. His whole relationship, his whole fucking, the moral of the story is that he was dumb. That's it. That's all he got from it. I was dumb, or I was stupid, or I was an idiot, or I did this, or I did that. And the obvious point that he was putting out his relationship for the internet to see, and he was including his girlfriend in his content, which is stuff that people have told him incessantly over the years. Well, nice that you finally understood that and you're admitting to your mistakes from like a bunch of years ago. That's awesome. That's some progress. Maybe some days he's gonna admit to mistakes that he is doing currently.
Massive debt, not thinking ahead, doing every possible bad choice, essentially, that I could for a long string of time. But the problem was every time then that I tried to get myself out of it, something else would happen to screw you.
And
it
trolls.
became a viral thing to hate on Phil.
A
You know what I'm
viral
saying?
thing. Not
It
really
became- That's the
viral,
end of the
no.
video, by the way. Now it's just the credits. It became a viral thing to hate on Darkside Phil, to make Darkside Phil's life miserable, to ruin every possible piece of
Oh, and now come on. You couldn't have this one moment of self-reflection without making it about the fucking trolls. You couldn't have it. You couldn't fucking have it. His narcissism didn't let him have one moment of self-reflection where he would just sit down and say, yeah, I made a bunch of fucking bad choices. That's it. Period. That's it. But he had to throw the trolls in there too. That it became a viral thing. What is a
Darkside
viral
Phil could
thing?
ever have. And any chance that I ever had to try to repair or come
Repair
back
what?
from it,
Did you put in the work? Did you put in the grind? Did you improve your content? How did you do that? No, he didn't. He didn't. 2017, right? Then is when they broke up. You know what happened 2017? He begged a bunch. He was begging. Because admittedly he did get copyright strikes, which is fucking terrible. And obviously it wasn't his fault. Somebody decided to troll him in a shitty ass way. But let's see, DSP Gaming. Emergency. I'm gonna leave this with all caps because that's how it was. Emergency live stream 3 years ago. What is this? Is this 2018, 2017, 19, 20? This is 18, okay. So basically, nobody gave DSP the chance. But what did DSP give to those people? Videos like this. Hour and 20 minutes of tweaking. Because this is tweaking. This is nothing more than tweaking. Look at this. Look at this. A speed run through this video. It's just like flailing and tweaking. It's like a dude that you took away his drugs. And then we get this. Greasy and disgusting. This is what you give back to people and you want to improve. And you want to improve. Then he got dropped from what was it? Curse. Yep, 3 years ago. Then we got Emergency this, Part 3. instead of coming up with some fresh ideas and putting his ass to work and learning some stuff? What did he do? What did he do? Emergency fucking videos. And whining and bitching and complaining. Yeah, that's why nobody gives him the benefit of the fucking doubt. Because he doesn't deserve it. His whole existence is just bitching. Without learning anything. Without improving anything. Without getting better at anything. And only getting droopier and more melted. That's why nobody fucking give him the benefit of the doubt. You don't deserve it.
It would just blow up in my face again.
And people that do are usually much worse than him. Except sometimes they happen to have money, so they give it to him. That's why his tips goal is at 300. Because he convinced some people that eventually they're gonna leave because they're gonna realize he's an asshole. Because that's what I usually say. With DSP, you don't start hating him, you just realize you are hating him. You just find out that he's an asshole. Because he's been an asshole this whole time. He doesn't become an asshole. He's been an asshole. You just realize he was one.
And at that point, it became such a meme to hate on Phil.
It's a meme.
To hate.
No, hating on Phil was not the meme. Phil was the meme. Phil is the meme, even nowadays. And nowadays, he's even a meme about more things. Because back in the day, he was a meme for what? Jerking off on camera. The accident that happened because he left his camera on, didn't know it was on, and that's it. Pretty self-explanatory. But nowadays, what is he a meme for? He's a meme for being a massive hypocrite. And if you're doubtful about that, well, you're looking at it. He's doing reaction videos. His thumbnails looking like this. Okay, his thumbnail look like this. You know, the clickbait shit that he despises so much. The hypocritical man, and looking like this. Looking like something very wrong happened there on his face. Then, what is he also meme for? For begging for tips. He's a notorious, if not one of the biggest, if not the biggest e-beggars. What is he also a meme for? Spending all the money that he begs for fucking mobile games, in Candy Crush. That's what he's a meme for. So nowadays, he's a meme for way more things than he used to be a meme for back in the day.
8 DSP. That there was like no coming back.
There's no coming back.
2017 was a low for me in my life, but thank God that year was also the turnaround of my life, because that's when I met
Was
Kat.
it though?
That's when I started full-time streaming.
Well, how was it a fucking turnaround? I just saw the emergency videos from 2018. Come on.
I changed the format of the content that I was putting out, because if I kept doing what I was doing in this video, I never would have survived or succeeded. I would have continued.
We're not successful though. Let's not for a second allow him to say that he is successful, because he is not successful. He is actually the opposite of success. He is somebody that everyone needs to come together to carry, because he is this worthless by himself, and he's this useless, and he doesn't know how to do anything. When his internet went down and he was having like internet issues, it was coming back up, then going back down. What did he do? He made a poll in chat how to troubleshoot his connection. He is not successful. He is the negative of success. He's the anti-success, because everybody needs to come together to help him, pull him out of the garbage, as he's flailing and grease is flying everywhere.
Be immature, stupid, make the same mistakes, not listen to feedback, not improve, not get better.
Hey, he's describing himself.
Obstinate, stubborn asshole. And that's
who you are right now.
I would have blown up in my face.
Oh yeah,
okay. To this day, I would not be.
And this is the twist for him being good now. This is the twist. This is how he twists it. Man, back in the day, if I was all these things and I didn't change, today I wouldn't be as successful. By the way, please tip me. I'm barely making ends meet.
Content creator anymore, likely I'd be homeless.
Yeah, you should be homeless.
If I didn't change for the better. But I'm here to tell you that I am
You will be homeless someday. Come on.
Proud.
Of what?
Of the changes that I have made to myself and to my content. I'm happy that...
You're proud of this? You are proud of this. We are proud of this, guys. This is what we're proud of. This is what we're proud of. 198,000 subs. 14 years of his life. 60,000 plus, probably 70,000 plus videos. Can we see here? We can't see here. 60,000 plus videos uploaded. Thumbnails look like trash. Unless it's the ones that are the new ones, which look a little bit less like trash, but still pretty trashy. We're getting spam. We're getting begging. Filthy, disgusting begging. Humiliating begging. What else we get? Shitty playthroughs. We get 400 views per video 4 days ago? Bro, I played Dark Souls and I got more views than this. And I was trash. And I was paranoid that people in chat were lying to me. And I got more views than this. Give me a fucking break, man. Give me a break. You're proud of this? You're proud of this. If you're proud of this, never say you're successful ever again. Because you're not. And if you're proud of this,
all right,
then
ladies and gents,
this says more for you than anything else that you could have said so far in this 31-minute video. Outside of that point when he said he felt manipulated by Leanna, having a mental breakdown emergency and having to be in the hospital.
I learned.
Yeah.
And not to say that I'm perfect, I'm certainly not, and I certainly make tons of mistakes to this day.
Yeah, he admitted to being a beggar. I'm gonna watch that clip as well.
I'm an imperfect human, and I'm still trying to learn every single day.
And I'm probably gonna watch a couple more clips and then just go. This stream is about to be around 2 hours long.
I am. But I'm so happy
about 15 minutes
that
more.
not only did I find a way to stop doing those terrible fucking things that I was doing, but also to stop making the terrible decisions, and also I basically proved myself to my audience that I was going to improve as much as I could, and people bought in. It wasn't like, oh, Phil's changing, and now
Also,
we're
you
banning it.
lied.
It was, oh, Phil's changing for the better, and we're actively seeing this. People started watching This Is How You Don't Play, came and checked out my streams.
Who's
My
saying
streams were
this?
way different than my on-demand
Who's
videos
saying
used to
this?
be. Whoa, this is positive. This is fun. There's
Come on,
interaction, there's cool,
DSP.
chill
We're just making shit up at this point, and naturally, of course, somebody's gonna say that shit. But this is not the general opinion of DSP. This is far from the general opinion on DSP. Man, this guy's improved so much and he's so good now.
Phil's a changed man. It's almost like since Phil got into that relationship with that other woman, Kat, that like he's completely different attitude on the streams now. You're right.
Who said this? Who
Literally,
said this?
you're right.
Who?
It was a life-changing experience meeting my wife. It was. It blew me away. It made me.
And I'm about to explain to you why and how this all works through science. Right after this clip.
To meet someone like her. It changed me from my foundations all the way up through that top of my fucking hair.
Oh yeah, she changed.
I'm a different guy now.
Lady with zero personality had an effect so much on a narcissist, who those kind of people that are incapable of changing, by the way.
Because I met her, and I'm so happy that I did, because I don't know if I would.
Bro, prison can't change this man. He wouldn't even change if he was in jail for like 20 years.
In here, if it weren't.
What is he trying to fucking bullshit?
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things happen for a reason. And I think that maybe the reason that I went through all that fucked up shit is because at the end of the day and at the end of all of it, there was a kind of a light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying?
What was it, though?
I think that right now where we are is kind of that light.
Really?
Not to say that things are perfect. Things absolutely, I hope, can get better. I hope that I can grow DSP Gaming now that I'm here full time.
No, that's not happening. No.
I hope that this can become successful again. I hope.
No, DSP, no. Like I said, I played Dark Souls and I was trash. And I got more views than this. Than his gameplay playthroughs that he spent the better part of his life building up to. This is the climax of his career. It's not gonna get any fucking better than this.
That I can get out of this debt that I'm still in. I'm still in crazy fucking back tax debt and all kinds of shit going on, you know? I hope that one day I don't have to live week to week, paycheck to paycheck. I can take my wife on a honeymoon. That would be fucking outstanding if I could do that. But you know what?
Not happening.
You take it all one day at a time.
Well, there's ways to do it, and one of them is called...
Get a real fucking job. You're still on mission 1. You're begging for $10 and $20 to pay your rent.
Go blow his stuff up. This man is kidnapping children.
Right?
Sorry if this was too loud.
I've learned this.
The lady is really loud, man.
You're happy and grateful for the little things that happen every day.
Go fuck yourself, you sack of shit. Now, let's talk about science. There's this wonderful article from Psych Central. That's how you know it's real. And it's written by a Lithuanian person, apparently. How narcissists play the victim and twist the story. And we're gonna learn from the source, which is people that know about this. And I'm gonna let the robot talk about this because so I don't have to read. And it's a very good article, and I'm gonna let you listen to it instead of reading it because I'm a nice guy. So let's just get through it. It's gonna be pretty fast, and it's gonna. Oh, all right. Let's do this little game. Every time you hear something that relates to DSP, make a little check mark on a piece of paper or a point, or just take count. And in the end, we're gonna see how much of these traits identify with Phil and how much don't. Okay? Sounds good. I'm gonna get my pen. I'm gonna get a piece of paper and I'm gonna take some notes, okay? Because I'm a professional at this, apparently.
People with strong narcissistic tendencies are known for certain destructive social patterns. Anybody who has had the misfortune of dealing with these types of people may notice that whenever there's a conflict or any type of disagreement, they tend to act in an abhorrent yet predictable manner. In this article we will explore the common behaviors and scenarios where narcissistic and otherwise toxic people, hereafter narcissists, play the victim and manipulate the narrative. Delusion and denial. Denial. Narcissists can't deal with reality because it contradicts what they want to be true, and this creates painful emotions. As a coping mechanism, they learn to delude themselves that what is real is actually not real, and however they see the situation is real, even though it isn't. Sometimes they truly see it that way. Other times it's just a story they tell themselves and others. And often the longer you tell a story, the more you believe it, even if initially you know it's not true. And so eventually they may start truly believing it. Either way, the first step is to create a version of events that is an alternative to what actually happened or what's going on. How narcissists lying. While delusion is more of an internal process, lying and denial is often in the context of other people. Regular people deal with their problems by themselves, internally. Or they discuss it in a very private setting, in therapy or among very close, healthy people. Narcissists don't have people like that in their life and are not really interested in actually resolving anything or being introspective. Narcissists simply want to know that they are in the right. For that, they need other people's false validation to regulate their shaky self-esteem. They need to find people who would agree with them. And in order for others to agree with them, these other people either need to be terribly unhealthy and unable to recognize their toxic tendencies, or the narcissist needs to lie and present a different story than what is actually true. Here, they tend to flip the roles where they are good, noble, caring, virtuous, and the other person is evil, cruel, selfish, and immoral. Which brings us to the next point. Traditional therapy.
Next point is projection. Let's dive into projection. Let's project a little bit.
Projection. The most common way narcissists create alternative narratives is by projecting. We've talked about narcissistic projection in a separate article, but to extract the main point, narcissists love to project. If they say that the other person is jealous of them, then you know that the narcissist is jealous. If they say that the other person was cruel to them, then you know that the narcissist was cruel to the other person. If they say that the other person was lying and cheating, then you know they were the one lying and cheating. Yes, sometimes it's not as simple and there could be unhealthy behavior on both sides, but more often than not whatever the narcissist is presenting the other person as is a much more accurate description of the narcissist. Whatever the case may be, the mechanism here is that in the narcissist's mind they try to attribute their own unhealthy behavior, perspective, and character traits to the other person because it shifts attention and responsibility from them. And if the other person is all these bad things, then it can't be that I am these things, thinks the narcissist. I'm the good guy here.
I love the way the robot handled this one. Now the next one is framing the story. Hey, what does this remind me of?
Framing the story. Narcissists also like to truncate the story and present only the bit where the aggrieved party reacted to their toxic behavior, framing it as if that's where the story started, see picture. Or they twist it by using euphemisms and deceiving language, I'm not controlling, I just want what's best for you. For example, if a narcissist dislikes you and tries to bully you but you stand up for yourself, they will frame it as if they are the ones being a victim of bullying. In their narrative they were just doing their thing or joking around and you started being mean to them. Meanwhile, they simply left out what happened beforehand when they bullied you, so actually you being mean to them is a normal response to toxic behavior. Here, by leaving out or downplaying their aggression they simply frame you engaging in self-defense as vile aggression against them. And then they think, how dare you react or challenge me? You're so sensitive and unfair. That's why you deserve everything that's coming. Slander, triangulation, character assassination. There are several ways how the narcissist employs their lies and projections, and the goal is always to turn others against you in hope that they won't try to figure out the truth. One of the ways to do that is triangulation. In psychology, it means controlling and manipulating communication between two parties. It is related to gossiping, smearing, and slandering, where the narcissist spreads false information around. A more extreme version of all.
Remember when Kevin had viewbots? And there was no source of this information, it was just, you know that Kevin has viewbots.
All of that is character assassination, where the lies are much more severe and damaging. Closer analysis. Analysis. If you actually examine the narcissist's narrative, you quickly notice that they are full of crap. For instance, if you examine a narcissistic parent who tells others how you hurt them and say mean things, you quickly notice that they are the one who constantly demeans, disrespects, and manipulates the adult child. And when the child becomes more assertive and stops giving them resources, time, money, attention, they see it as aggression because they feel entitled to those resources.
Hey, who does this remind me of? And whose tips does this remind me of? What? Should I replay this again?
Resources. If you examine further, you notice that not only the narcissistic parent was initially disrespecting the adult child's boundaries, but is also retaliating further now by manipulating others into siding with them. The same is the case in professional environments or personal relationships. The narcissistic party does something toxic, the aggrieved party reacts and stops the perpetrator or distances from them, and then the narcissist retaliates by trying to shape the social opinion into a narrative where they are the good, righteous party. Sometimes they even convince others to bully and intimidate the target further. These methods often rely on the target not having a support system or being isolated. This increases the narcissist's chances of others siding with them and not with the victim. Victim. Summary and closing words. Narcissists can't accept that they may not be wonderful people. They are also incredibly fragile when facing an idea that perhaps they did something wrong, especially if others can see it. Therefore, if there's a conflict, they will do anything and everything to maintain a fantasy that they are always good, all while perceiving the other party as evil. Not only that, they need other people's validation that their delusion is true. To achieve that, they create preposterous, slanderous, manipulative narratives where all of that is true and try to convince others of it. And since many people are unwilling and unable to look into the truth behind it, the narcissist can find that validation they so desperately crave and even act out their revenge fantasies. Often the reason is as simple as hating to see others doing well because they themselves are miserable. As a result, sometimes people get seriously hurt, socially, financially, emotionally, or even physically. But the narcissist doesn't care about that. In fact, they are often glad, because in their narrative the target deserves it by being evil, so whatever happens is justified. Of course not everyone can see the truth when listening to the narcissist, but it's quite evident looking from the outside, or if you have enough psychological insight and experience. And if you are wise and educated enough on it, you can avoid getting into these situations, minimize the damage, sever your ties with them more quickly, and protect yourself better.
And that's it. Now, if you care about the sources and you think that this article is full of shit, now you can go to this link. These are their sources and you can check it out. People watching this on demand, you can see the link in chat. Probably not. So I might put it in the description if I don't forget. Maybe I will forget. Now, if you were a part of the game / challenge / thing, and you kept tally, now is the time when you stop. If you're watching this on demand, then you can rewind and do the tally again. Now, I did mine. I'm gonna do a reveal event for it. I got a grand total of 24. 24. I marked it as if I'm in prison because this is how it feels like. And that's what I got. I got 24. Maybe you got more, maybe you got less. If you want to write in the comments to this stream how you found them and what you think it is. And if you want to compare or put the instances of why you believe it's like that, then feel free to do so. That would be really cool. If you even want to go the extra mile and make a video about it based on this article or a different article, I would encourage you to do that, because you would get 1 million views and you would debunk Phil and destroy him with facts and logic. Now, what is the next thing that I'm gonna see? Now, this article was, let me just send it in chat in case you want to see it. It's by Psych Central, how narcissists play the victim and do some other stuff that's toxic. And basically, the only thing that I looked up in Google is narcissism and delusion, I think. Because I genuinely think DSP is delusional in the way that here it's explained, where he would basically make his own reality. Alright, now let's go and check out some brief clip, and then I'm gonna jump the fuck out of here. And the brief clip I'm gonna watch is by Ann Leet. Because he is back with the unrecorded bangers. 2 of them within 24 hours. So I guess we can check out both of them, because obviously the unrecorded stuff is some of the best DSP stuff that's ever came out. Now let's see the first one, when he blames the trolls for being a beggar. Obviously. It's my fault. Everybody. And here in the beginning, I think we can skip this brief bit.
Phil doesn't care because...
Oh yeah, okay. We're not gonna skip anything. It's good.
I am back. It's time.
He's back,
Continue with Skyrim Anniversary Edition. So I hope you guys are ready for about 2 more hours, all right? I got some shout-outs to do here. Excuse me. Let's see here. It was not a 34-minute break. You're wrong. You don't know how to keep time, apparently.
We already calling people out.
Ricky tipped $20 during the break. And Ricky says, I just finished watching your React videos. I'm sorry to hear detractors had a big and negative impact on your business. Yeah, they absolutely did.
Are you for real?
It's funny because I said this, I didn't turn the camera on yet.
This is literally bait. Literal bait to get him talking about this. In a day where he has $11 in tips after the break. Come on, DSP, you should know by now that this is bait. How do I know this is bait and you don't know? But maybe he just wants to take the bait. Maybe he's intentionally taking the bait, because taking the bait sometimes make him look like a victim. And his the wheelchairs, they love victims because they themselves are victims of various things.
Oops. I said this over the years.
Mostly being retarded.
One of the biggest criticisms or reasons why these people claim to hate on me, okay, is they say, you see, Phil doesn't care because he's only doing it for money. That's why he does it. You know, keep in mind, I did videos on YouTube for 2.5 years and never made $1 doing it.
Yeah, but you asked for PayPal donations. You mentioned in the video, very first video, face reveal, click on the ads. So I don't care about this. And you also had a job. So we're missing out on a lot of details that some people that know a little bit about DSP, they can debunk straight away. He asked for money. He was talking about having his PayPal in the description and people were already sending donations. That's what he said. He also said click on the ads, which got him kicked out of the AdSense program because guess what? Telling people to click on the ads is not fucking valid and is not allowed. Then what else? What else? When he was doing it for fun, he also had a full-time job that allowed him to stay up at night and record stupid-ass videos while getting drunk and then going hungover to work. That is what we're talking about. So everything that he just said, it could be either debunked or make him look like an asshole.
Because I didn't monetize anything back then. It wasn't only until I lost my job that I had to find a way to monetize my YouTube videos. So it was a hobby. I would have done it regardless, but they don't want to hear that as oh, that never happened, right? But I never had streams where I would say, hey guys, please support the streams by doing this and doing this and doing this.
Why?
I never did that.
What?
Until 2017.
What were you asking people to do though? What were you asking people to do? To go watch your videos. Why? Because so they could watch the ads on the videos. Because then, back in the day, that was making more money. And now what makes more money is begging for tips and super chats. That makes more money. Because you know why? Because Phil's videos get 500 fucking views. That's why. So don't tell me this bullshit. If you could, you would beg people for anything that would get you more money. But now the focus of getting money is the tips and the super chats and the memberships. That's why we beg for them.
Do you want to know why I did it in 2017? Because literally every opportunity to make a living on YouTube had been taken away from me. Between the false copyright strikes, between YouTube ad revenue being halved, between the prominence of my channel being destroyed because of these trolls fucking with me over the years. If no one had messed with
that's a very big statement. The prominence of his channel being destroyed. DSP, if you're a good channel and people fuck with you, other people who see that will sympathize and they will help you grow your channel and they will come and watch your videos and enjoy. Similar to what he is claiming is happening now. But the thing is that those people are very few that actually genuinely support him because he's actually a piece of shit.
My channel, all right? Yes, perhaps and maybe I would have had a slow decline in viewership, but I wouldn't have had an insane loss of views, a hemorrhaging channel because of all the stuff that they did to me, Yes, really? Absolutely. I take responsibility that my content was becoming stagnant, and I was basically ignoring everyone when they were asking me to improve. I wasn't doing direct capture, live streaming nearly as fast. I wasn't an interactive streamer. I ignored my audience. All that.
This is very bizarre because we're talking about, I don't even know what period he's talking about. Is he talking about 2012, 2011? Is he talking about 2015?
I will admit
it's a very obscure thing because back in the day, the time where he's kind of talking about right now, he used to be pretty popular, making quite a bit of money.
But I really don't feel that my business, my channel of DSP Gaming would have hemorrhaged the way it did.
Oh no, it literally would have.
The fact that they were there to compound it. It's like, so you sit on stream and you ask for contributions. They call it begging. You just sit there.
Yeah,
and beg.
You are begging though.
I never did that until you ruined my YouTube channel.
I never begged until I got trolled. Now I have to beg.
You see?
You did beg though. You did beg. You complained about not getting views, and views result in money back in the day. You forget about that? He complained about people being fucking lazy, not showing up to the streams. Was this trolls? Did this trolls made him say that? He complained back in the day. He told people click on the ads. He was talking about fucking gassing the Jews, all that shit with Isaac Heimler, the bit when that got him kicked off of Blip. All of that shit, no trolls were involved in this. All of that shit, no trolls were involved in. Most of the big points that made DSP the beggar that he is today, not a lot of trolls were involved in that. No troll turned off his camera secretly, turned it on, I mean, that let him catch him jerking off. Trolls didn't make him make that large rant about fucking the hospital and all that shit. What else is DSP known for? Raging against Kojima. Trolls didn't do that. And thus giving birth to a fucking this is how you don't play. That is a troll did that. But it's DSP's actions that cause a reaction from somebody. And that reaction makes him a victim. Where did that reaction come from? And I'm not telling that the people that went and copyright strike his channel are right. This is a terrible idea. I disavow that. And I think that also hurt him quite a bit, which is the thing that I understand. But in 90% of the rest of the times, trolls weren't all that involved.
I was just making...
Did trolls make him max out the credit cards? That's a good point. Did the trolls made him do it? When he was actually even getting a steady supply of money? He was getting a steady income of thousands of dollars. He was still spending money on credit cards. I made him do that. Tevin made him do that. Probably Tevin did.
Videos and everyone watched ads and it was good enough.
It was good enough.
You actually ruined my YouTube channel that I had to change to do that, but now you're criticizing me for having to do that. So in reality...
No. This is... begging is not adapting, DSP. Begging is not adapting. Begging is failing to adapt. And people are pointing this out. Because if you adapt, then you don't have to fucking beg. And if you fail to adapt, then get the fuck off YouTube. Why are you here for? If you can't fucking adapt to making video game playthroughs, then get the fuck out of platform. You can't fucking adapt.
Their own argument doesn't fly. It's a cyclical thing. The reason that you do the thing we don't like is because we did something to take away your business that you didn't have to do that. You caused the thing you don't like.
But you caused them to cause you harm, though, by provoking them and being an asshole and being fucking toxic. And this, I'm talking about most things outside of the copyright strikes. That's like off limits, under the belt, retarded and stupid.
And now you complain about it. In reality, they're just never going to be satisfied. As I said many times, it's called moving the goalpost.
No, false. Because you know why? Because I have different goalposts from Nigel on Kiwi Farms, who has different goalposts from Josh Poem on Twitter, who have different goalposts from Ann Leet. Because you can't expect an anonymous, abstract group of trolls to agree on everything. And if you think they do, just go on Kiwi Farms. You're gonna see that it's not true.
It wouldn't matter what I do. It wouldn't matter how I do it. I could literally cure cancer while fighting off an alien invasion.
No,
and closing a dimensional portal to stop demons from destroying
that means
the planet.
nothing. You will never do even 1% of that. Like, you literally can't even stop begging.
And they would still nitpick the way I did it and say that I suck. That's just how these people are. There's no pleasing that kind of internet hate base. You see what I'm saying?
They're not unified and centralized. And there's no... Because you know why? Because the SOK tried to be that. They tried to be the unified fucking troll base. And have their own, like, way of trolling Phil and have their own, like, standards and regulations. How did that go? Because that shit can't be that. You can't have people on the internet be completely in agreement in what is correct and what is right about this fucking guy.
So, a long time ago, I stopped caring about trying to appease everyone. I'm here to entertain and appease my audience.
Yeah, well, you're sitting at $31 after the break, after a sock account sent you 20. So I don't think you're appeasing people. And his subs dropped as well. He's still at 390? After doing the special 1-year bullshit event, he's still at 390. Who are you pleasing, DSP? Who is pleased? Who
like me and my...
You have 1 comment on your fucking videos, or up to 5 comments on his fucking videos. Yeah, and 15 likes. Who are you pleasing? Those people, they can't fucking pay your bills.
I'm not here to appease every idiot critic out there who thinks they have some kind of an argument against me. They're all idiots. They have nothing
they're
to
all
say
idiots.
Of any value.
Okay.
You see?
All right. So dismissing is the way you address it. They're all idiots. They have nothing to say. Well, big ups. That's why we're gonna keep being on your ass. That is why. Endlessly. And we're gonna repeat ourselves because we're idiots. Because I've repeated myself a million times watching DS because all his rants are fucking the same. So then, therefore, all my rants are gonna be the same. The problem is that this has no stakes to me. That is the fucking problem for him. That for me and Ann Lead and fucking Shinko and Piece of Peace, we can just close the tab. And when I close the tab, this is what happens. Oh no, we still have more Phil. Okay, let's close the tab again. And see what's gonna happen this time. Bang! Phil is fucking gone. Except I can see him because I'm on my account. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Because he keeps living the life. And I can just close the tab. So keep telling people they're idiots and they're morons. These people that cannot give a fuck about your life outside of making videos about you. Keep shitting on them, keep getting fucking salty, and we're gonna keep laughing.
And for $25. So let's get that up.
Yeah,
on
big
the
ups.
leaderboard.
And 1 minute man, of course. The totally real person who is
That's the
not
biggest contribution of the day
Planet
so
Jeff.
far.
The totally original viewer of DSP who really enjoys all his content. So much so that he has a scheduled $25 to DSP every single day. Pretty impressive.
That's going to get us to 56. 56, I believe.
That's nice, DSP. Put on those fucking glasses.
We're now into the...
You guys made me big. It's Tevin's fault. Tevin made me big.
Directly helps with that.
Are you for real? Are we tweeting now?
Having a great time, but
oh, we're having a great time.
More support
having a great
would
time.
be appreciated.
More support would be appreciated. Holy shit. When do you get off? When do you get off? When do you get enough? He got 2 people pulling up with a 25 and a 20 after he was on 11. And now we're tweeting out. Did we tweet or did we post a community post? Oh, both. And he doesn't even delete those. Look at this. Look at this. So in case you are a random person on YouTube who happened to be a DSP viewer just casually, super casually, well, now you get to see his begging as well. You get to observe him humiliate himself in back-to-back posts with capital letters. Please swing by. This is the 2nd straight stream. Humiliating. This is a grown-ass man with a quote-unquote family of a wife and a cat.
As tomorrow is
my day off. And as we know, he can't have a positive relationship, as he just admitted, if he's not spending money. He can't have it. So today could be a shitty-ass day off if he didn't get his money yesterday.
Off for the week.
Terrible fucking day. This day sucks, man.
Support directly helps with that.
You filthy beggar. Filthy beggar. He has no shame. I don't even know if there's anything that he's ashamed to do at this point. I think he's completely past the point of feeling shame and embarrassment. Because every time he could, he just hypnotizes himself into delusion. Like we just read in that article. That's all he has to do. All he has to do is convince himself that his reality is true. And then enough morons in his chat are gonna buy it. And enough trolls in his chat also are gonna pretend that they buy it, so it can validate his reality. And therefore his reality is now real, and it's his reality. And that's how he wins. It's like the Uncut Gems meme, this is how I win. Oh, we got... Wait, what? Oh, did we bust Amber Heard for lying? Is this from today? I think I missed this. Somebody needs to catch me up on this.
What happened in Australia? Mr. Depp lost it
This
to
from
the
yesterday?
singer after you threw a bottle at him. Isn't that right?
That is incorrect.
This is the end of the stream, by the way. I'm gonna finish this video and that's gonna be it.
You're the one who assaulted someone with a bottle in Australia. Isn't that right, Miss Heard?
I didn't assault Johnny in Australia. I didn't assault Johnny ever. I couldn't.
And then after he was injured, he had to hide from you, right?
That is
In
incorrect.
5 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms.
That is incorrect.
And you would pursue him.
That is incorrect.
Because he was avoiding talking to you, right?
He did that first night when
he was
I tried to
avoiding-
talk to him about the drugs.
And he was avoiding working it out.
No, he was avoiding agreeing to not fight about the drugs.
You weren't scared of him at all, were you?
I have a mixed relationship with Johnny, and one in which I'm scared, one in which I love him very much.
I'm not talking about your mixed relationship. That night
Mixed
in
relationship?
Australia, after you cut
Wait,
off his finger
don't
with a
pop
bottle,
this shit up.
you weren't scared of him at all, were you?
This is a man who tried to kill me. Of course it's scary. He's also my husband.
Okay. Okay, this was, I'm not sure if this was clickbait or I just didn't get it because I'm dumb. Anyways, Amber Heard shit the bed. DSP shit the bed. Leanna did nothing wrong, but she's sucking on that Snickers because that's how life works. And Susan, speaking of fucking Susan's bitch ass, last stream, actually it's not last stream, it is last stream. Is it last stream? It is last stream. The one that I was watching fucking Eurovision. I edited out because I'm a good boy. And it is partially blocked. Partially blocked. Fucking nice. For a clip of WWE, of course, what else can it be? For, what is this? A minute-long clip. And I'm way too lazy to take this down, so this will not be seen in the countries of... what do we get here? In, oh yeah, Bhutan, India, Russia, Maldives, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. So if you're from there, then I'm sorry, but go fuck yourself. Alright? Sounds good. Thank God nobody is actually from there. Now listen to Toxic, and that's the end of the stream. Thanks everybody for the short and sweet stream. I had a great time, and I was really having fun, and it was a really fast stream. And thanks everybody for your delayed contributions and instant contributions, and I'm gonna see you next time, someday after work, okay? Kinda like today. Alright? You'll see it. Make sure to smash the notification thing if you want Susan to not send you any. Apparently they don't send any, but whatever. And drop the like, because it helps me massively.
Baby, can't you see I'm falling? A guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous. I'm falling down. There's no escape. No, I can't wait. I need a hit. So baby, give me it. You're dangerous. I'm loving it. Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round and round. Through the fading light. With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. With the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic? It's getting late to give you up. I took a sip from my devil's cup. Slowly, it's taking over me. Too high, can't come down. Losing my head, spinning round and round. Through the fading light. I guess I'm proud to taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. Me, you're toxic, I'm slipping under. With the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? And I love what you do. Don't you know that you're toxic?